It doesn't work, son of a bitch.
Oh,
You hear that, Chet? It doesn't
Yeah.
work.
it don't work.
Because we're live.
Woo!
It worked earlier. That's what makes me mad. Tyron
Ah,
even retweeted
shit.
me.
Yep.
Also, by the way, you
Nah.
guys are now getting notified on the Champions World Discord server. So whenever you guys do go live, you guys get notifications for that.
We
So,
do or don't?
no, I'm saying you do.
Oh,
How
we
do
do
you?
now. Good.
I need to figure that out for my own server. To be fair.
Yeah.
The way it was worked is that you needed a premium offer for that one.
Pay
What like?
money,
Oh,
bitch.
like the service itself.
Yeah,
Bring me
yeah.
money, bitch.
Thankfully, we had a homie who took care of that business. So,
Yeah, our community be going clutch.
Oh, you mean he spent money for
We have
us?
the most
no.
powerful
They
community
already
on
had it, and then they just transferred it over to the server.
They already had it. What the fuck?
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really break down into that, but the point
You know
is,
what
we
makes
have it now. So, yay!
me bad when I open my phone, I get a notification. I'm thinking it's Twitch, which it is Twitch, but
Yay.
right under it goes my bad, Terrell, and I was like, what?
Oh, yeah, that was
What?
me.
And I know I knew it was you because I have Messenger on my desktop, but
Yeah.
my phone didn't update when I looked at it on my desktop, so it was like new message, my bad, Terrell. Oh, wait, is the new message my bad or is my bad the
Yeah.
message?
New,
Yes.
my bad deletes everything that happened before. You killed my fucking wife. Oh, my bad.
Ryan, sorry, why are you so fucking quick? Good
M,
God,
M, MB.
Yeah, we see Ebo here. We see
Hey,
Johan
Ty.
Royce. How
We
y'all
see Ty
doing?
Maxis.
Hey, look, it's Sonic.
Hey,
MTAF.
Twitch is telling me that I'm live.
did it
Yeah, you're
tell you
watching
directly?
Sonic footage in the background. How you guys all
Yeah.
doing
Oh
tonight?
my
How
god.
you
This.
all
You're
doing?
excited for a Sonic rant? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, why you
That's
think that we're all gonna hate on Sonic, man?
Why the fuck would we hate on this horrible piece of shit?
We are
uh,
saying no.
we don't. Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up.
I'm just trying,
No,
man.
KG, don't do it. You give them an inch and they'll take a
But
yard.
I'm trying so hard,
Don't
man.
do it. Yeah, we know. Let the fans make Sonic. Remember? Have y'all not figured out the shit?
No.
wait a minute. Wait, but the well, actually, it does feel like the fans made Sonic based off of the footage.
Yeah.
It's not even a
By
joke.
the Mania, for the Mania.
well, Mania did a good job of having
Oh
the
look!
fans.
Hey, and by the way, on some random animated news, Yamato was trending. I wonder why.
Nice.
Spoilers? Yes.
Spoilers.
Actually, this
Oh yeah,
spoilers.
we also got some by Dragon Ball fucking superhero movie news.
Wait, did we? What
I
the hell?
mean, we
Somebody
always get news
they
about
got
it.
the well, some people got the bits of the storyboard, so they know like the Gohan Piccolo conversation that they're having in Gohan's house and shit like that.
Is it
And it's
anything?
pretty much the same shit that Gohan always go through in Dragon Ball now because they don't know how to where the fuck to put his character. So it's always like, why are you too busy doing your random scholastics to help your daughter Pan? And he's all like, can you pick Pan up from the fucking kindergarten or whatever? And Piccolo's like, fine, but you've slacked in your training. The same Gohan shit. Gohan shit always revolves around him being too busy, him being too much into the books, him being not able to do the shit he's normally able to do, and Piccolo telling him that he slacked on his training. It's so stupid.
Oh, so the usual.
Yeah, like, because this movie's supposed to be about them two, but unfortunately, Dragon Ball has that
It
bad
is.
habit. Yeah, Gohan and Piccolo are the main ones.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, because the joke in the movie is where Gohan goes, we don't need to worry about if bad guys come because my dad and Vegeta will take it. And I'm like, bruh, what?
I mean, to be fair, they are right.
They are right, but you're not. The characters aren't supposed to admit that
Why not?
Yeah, well, that's fair.
because they've never done it before. This is the only time.
Darn it.
It's like one of the reasons I like I know people hate the Garlic Jr. saga, but I like the Garlic Jr. saga because it plays a scenario of what if Goku just didn't show the fuck up? Can they handle it? They can.
No.
Look.
They
Actually,
can't.
they do. They beat Garlic Jr. What are you
Nah.
talking about?
Nah.
All right, what happens, Trail?
I don't really
All
care.
right, so there we
Sonic.
go. Can we safely assume you don't know what the fuck you're talking about?
And that's our Sonic
I
Frontiers
literally
discussion.
just
Thanks
told
for
you I don't
listening.
care. I feel like that was kind of a clarification in itself.
Oh, no, I know.
Also, for those who wanted, there's your Dragon Ball related conversation because Tyrone unfortunately is compulsed to talk about Dragon Ball no matter what happens. It's just
Well,
Whether
it
good
also
or bad, and it's mostly bad.
yeah, it's almost like Tourette syndrome. It's very concerning, but hey,
the
we love the
trailer
story.
showed up, and we talk about anime and video game shit here. So
You were
I
the one
figured
who noticed. Did you?
it's relevant.
KG, did you notice the trailer? Because I did not
The
at
only
all.
trailer I saw was one where Piccolo showed up and just used his clothes beam to give Gohan the clothes.
The trailer I'm talking about.
When the hell did that happen?
Like yesterday, I
A
think.
few days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't pay any fucking attention.
Wow.
I keep thinking this movie's already out by now, but it's still not out yet.
No, I
due
got
to
delayed
delays.
because of
COVID.
bullshit.
Hacks.
No, not COVID. The hacks.
Yeah.
Oh, because the Toei, yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Toei
yeah,
hacks.
yeah.
They had to delay the movie.
That's why you don't do shit in CGI, Toei. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Although it does look clean, I'll still give credit where credit's due. It does look
No.
clean.
I mean, CGI's
Yeah.
come a long way. I don't want to fucking.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want to downplay it.
I like when Lupin the Third did it.
Lupin the Third is incredible. We don't.
Yeah.
That's on a tier of its own, buddy.
Yeah, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, don't bring that shit up unless you're about to.
Oh
talk
yeah, by
about
the way,
it.
Sonic's here.
Sonic, he can move.
So
I guess.
the only thing we only have 7 minutes of footage to go off of, and it's essentially
Sadly, it's IGN for 7 minutes, which means the guy playing has pizza grease on his fucking fingers.
And also, I think he's still going to be the one to continue showing off more gameplay later in the month.
Oh man, I haven't played this game yet, and I think I can play it better than him. It's bullshit.
I don't. So how do we do this? How do we approach this?
Well,
Okay,
you start
let's-
off first. You
Okay,
start
all
off
right.
first.
So,
Pharrell.
so,
Damn.
Let's give a little brief talk about what
Well,
exactly
KG, you
Sonic
give the briefing,
Frontiers is
Terrell. You
about.
give your opinions first, and I'll give mine later.
okay, go ahead, KG. Since you're
No, I
giving
was
the
just going to
briefing.
say, let's just quickly talk about what Sonic Frontiers is as a game.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I was about to say, I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
say,
either.
That's its biggest problem too.
This
The
is
only
my
thing- the only
biggest
thing-
concern with
the
this
only thing-
title.
The only thing we know is that I think the story's being written by the same guy who does the comics. the
Ian
Archie
Flynn, I
comics.
think was his name.
Yeah. So in theory, the story at least has a better name behind it than it usually does, which is like nobody and a half. Let's just start with the fucking level design. So if you are a Sonic fan, especially if you're someone who's very avid in the Sonic fan modding, hacking, fan game community, you have seen this game already, just at a lower visual grade. Like the biggest problem with this, the footage we were shown is that it doesn't feel cohesive. Like it doesn't feel like a world. It feels like you literally were like, this is a demo of a Sonic game we're working on. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like,
An
that's
Unreal
fine.
Engine's fan made thing.
Yeah, like because there's Sonic fan games that do this exact thing. They drop Sonic into a big ass world and they throw a bunch of Sonic related items together that are loosely tied together. Like if you hit 2 springs, it'll put you on a platform or it'll let you grind a rail, which all that's perfectly fine for a fan game or for like a demo.
Right.
But bitch, you're like, this is the starting area. I'm like, bitch, you just got rails floating in midair. What the fuck? Like
Gross.
and I'm like, what? Why? Like, I'm not even mad. And then obviously people were complaining about the lack of momentum, which I guess is a fair complaint because they do that automated thing where if you hit a spring, you hit a speed booster, if you hit a rail, it literally looks like they threw Generation Sonic in an open world and didn't change anything about his moveset. Really,
I am so mad about that rail because I can understand it
Fuck
if
off.
like you're going down, but he's going up the rail
Yeah.
and he's still
Yeah.
keeping that same momentum
How
speed.
is Sonic Speed Simulator doing it better?
That's actually true, actually.
yeah, that's
Bruh.
fair.
It's a Roblox game.
There's so many things wrong with it. It makes you mad. Like the coolest thing is that it's an open world, but everything else is like fuck. You got random bumpers and shit just in the middle of the fucking area. The shit
Wait.
doesn't feel organic at all. I'm like, bro. And you know what makes me mad? You can obviously, it's almost painful. You can tell how much of this is from Zelda. Like the whole premise is like, what if we did Zelda Breath of the Wild with Sonic? And I'm like, cool, but I feel like you didn't change any of the mechanics to fit the fact that you put. It's like Sonic you wouldn't have traditional bumpers because you're in the middle of a fucking forest. Bumpers never made sense in wild areas. We just put up with them in video games because back then it was about just the fun of it all, not the open world. This motherfucker is walking up walls, not walking. I mean, he does have a climbing animation. You only see it for a second. but he
Right.
does climb. But I'm like, it doesn't like he doesn't even feel like he's fitting with like normal physics and shit. But it literally felt like, hey guys, they even gave him puzzles. Did y'all notice that? There's
I
puzzles in
saw
the.
that. The dude couldn't solve the fucking puzzle. I solved that bitch in like a minute.
It took him 2 tries. I forgive him. It's 2 tries. Is whatever. My issue is that like Sonic doesn't do puzzles, like, and they're doing it to unlock like new portions of the area. And I'm like, I hope this is the Great Plateau. If this is like if this is their version of the Great Plateau, it's at least tolerable. If this is what the whole game's gonna be like, you need to lay this bitch. Also, and I think people pointing out the fucking, and I think TSS pointing out in the chat in our messenger,
Mhm.
it's not even optimized. The bitch is running at like 30 frames with
Even though the
random,
video says it's at 60.
and
Wow.
you're just like, dog, this is not ready to be shown at all. It irks me. So the
Can
level
we get a
design,
fucking release date?
I don't care about release date right now. You
It's
don't.
still gonna be this year.
The only reason I care about a release date is because I want to know when the fuck do we get one so that they have time to fix this fucking game.
If it's supposed to come out this year, which is what they've said, then it's gonna come
No.
out.
November.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably gonna come out in
No.
November.
No. They fucked up.
It's either gonna be October or November. That's really what it's gonna be.
No.
And you know them, they're gonna want to keep that because if they go past the whatchamacallit, the holiday release date, they're
They
going
won't
to be
make any
very
money.
mad.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're not gonna get their money, and they want their money. God damn it! I just don't like. I wish. Oh, I hate it because the two things people wanted was realistic physics, which I could have took or left if that level design wasn't fucked. You can't have random platforms and shit. And to be fair, to give them credit, they do the thing where they like where like the items do flow into each other. Like if you hit two bumpers, it leads you into a homing attack chain, which you can then hit a grind rail and go all the way down. I'm like, okay, cool, you're doing that, but like I'm also hitting great grinding rails floating in midair. And the one thing that was driving me nuts, I'm like, can I just see him fall off like a ridiculous high height to see if you put fall damage? Well, he always stomps before he hits the ground, so I don't know if he has like legit fall damage. That's just me. I
There are
do like,
heart pieces I see that he collects.
yeah, so he has to be able to get hurt, and they don't show enemies. Like if this is just the beginning fuck about tutorial section, I can kind of forgive it. But if this is how the whole game's gonna be, I'm like, bro, you need to rethink this like completely. You know, also would have been helpful here, giving me multiple characters. Like, don't fucking like Tails would be great just to fly around and dick around. Same thing with Knuckles gliding and shit. I know, obviously, we don't know the story and we don't know the whole premise of the game yet. So, uh,
Sonic, I mean, but you got every right to think that because Sonic, for the most part, at least the modern games, have been stuck on this whole Sonic only shit for a while. And it's ever since they got the backlash from '06.
yeah,
And I'm
Actually,
just
you
like,
know, the reason why I don't think with Tails or Knuckles is just because, like, from the level design alone, there's nothing that screams, oh, Sonic can't make it to these sections. But
well,
Tails can, you know what I mean?
oh, Tails
well,
can fly. That's his added bonus.
No,
And
no, no, but
obviously
I'm
the
saying, like,
stamina
but
meter
all the
will make it.
level design is showing that Sonic can make it. Which I
well,
don't think helps if you get characters, because it's like, then, well, if you can just do it with Sonic, what's the point with the other characters?
I mean, with Knuckles can literally. Knuckles had all the shit he needed from gate, climbing, gliding. It's all there for him, actually. And then Tails, he can fly, so I guess you can sort of use that as a way to get around, too. Like, it's an alternate way to get around.
Yeah, I guess if you want to get to the top part faster, you use
Yeah.
Tails.
Then you just use Tails, obviously.
yeah,
Or,
it's just more of a switch thing. But because of the way the beginning trailer starts, it's nothing to allude that we're gonna get
yeah.
Tails and Knuckles at least early game. If we
Yeah,
get
well,
them,
because like Sonic, yeah, and if we go back, I know Sonic. From I think this started in Unleash. Sonic Unleash was you use Sonic, but you also use Werehog Sonic, and then you've got fucking and then after that you got Colors, which is you use Sonic. Oh, but he uses other Wisp powers, and then in Generations you use Sonic, and then you use Classic Sonic. Like, and then Forces is you use Sonic, and you use custom character. It like Sonic has never been that one that wants to play around with Tails and Knuckles in a 3D environment for real,
well,
which
because
is sad.
they're not confident in it, and they keep switching gameplay mechanics.
Right.
Like just going. If we went from like, let's say we go.
What's up for
Let's,
drinkerification?
let's say we go from generations forward. You went from generations to Lost World. You went from Lost World to wait. Am I missing? Boom was after Lost World, right?
Yes, yes, it was.
So like, you went to Lost World to Boom, which was a fucking mess, and then you went from Boom to Forces, which was a half baked mess, and then you went from Forces to this, which is another completely different style, and it's like. And it feels like they got the style down, but they didn't do any of the tweaking of his. Like literally, he pretty much is general. Like I remember KG mentioning how it feels like he has Lost World influence, and I mentioned how I didn't feel that way. You want to know why? Because like Lost World had a run button, and it doesn't feel like he has a run. It
Looks
feels
like
like
Sonic does walk. It looks like Sonic walks and then progressively runs, but it looks janky. It almost looks as janky as when he did it in Sonic Unleashed. I hate Sonic's like not moving fast controls in Unleashed because they feel so. It feels like he wants to go fast so badly that your controls can't like accommodate for it.
to be fair, I actually think that's an issue with Unleash anyway. But that's a whole other problem.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so when I say that Unleashed has problems, I also mean the daytime levels too. Although I like the daytime levels more than the nighttime levels, but having Sonic move casually in a hub world is the jankiest, most uncomfortable thing I've ever felt in my life.
And to be fair, and I guess since they're gonna show the combat off tomorrow, the combat from the first teaser, which shows it more than the new footage did,
Right.
is he seems to have an ability where I guess you're hitting a button or something, and if you walk in a circle, you can trigger a whirlwind.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're using Sonic's wind momentum and stuff.
Which I'm fine with. I think that's perfectly
That's
fine.
his fighting style.
I like the fact that he runs up on opponents and kicks the shit out of them. I fuck
Yeah,
heavy with that.
fix the
Uh,
shit out of him.
they seem to give him a weird like dash within his homing attack, or is that just me? In the teaser, he's doing
I
some
think
sort
Oh,
of
he did like
like
a
he can
triple
do
dash attack where he like
he
connects
can
with
do like
one
a
person to
boost.
the other.
yeah,
Yeah,
but I don't know what that is. That's not like a normal homing
I
attack.
feel
That
like
looks like something else.
I feel like they've given probably it looks like they've given Sonic two boosts. One's the normal one that we know in Unleashed all the way through generations and forces and stuff, which just makes him faster. The other one I think is like gives him special powers or allows him to do special shit. If you ever played Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, think of that one move that you use where Sora and Riku are covered in like this purple light and they can like grind up rails and do crazy parkour shit.
You talking about flow motion?
Thank you, that.
That's
It looks like they gave him that.
kind of, but it's not as free flowing as
Oh, of
that.
course it's not. Like I said, and that's what I said when everybody kept asking me what I thought about, and then I like posted on Twitter. I was like, I'm optimistically cautious because I don't trust them with the gameplay. I really don't. Like I just don't.
Well, based off that first footage, I'm already kind of like,
Their
And
biggest
it does.
mistake was trusting IGN, I guess.
And that's another problem. The person playing from IGN, and I know what they're doing. They're playing it slow so that you can kind of see everything, but they're also playing it in a way that looks uncomfortable.
well, yeah. Well, the problem, I also think the footage is edited poorly. Like there's a portion in the footage where it shows him running at full speed, and then the next clip is him walking. But it looks like the way the clip's edited makes it look like he just stopped walking. And I'm
Right.
like, those are two different clips, but the way it's edited makes you think something different. So I'm looking at the animation, I'm like, does he not have like a jog? Like why like the only two speeds you consistently see him at is either running full speed or this really slow walking animation he gets in the beginning, which I get and I see it's kind of like what Tyrone said. He's showing off the fact that Sonic has like a normal walking animation. But like they're not showing the jog that goes into the run. So it looks weird as fuck. It looks like he's just running and stopping, running and
Right.
stopping, running and stopping. I'm like, that's not normal. There's got to be like
Somebody also made a tweet where they showed the video game footage and it says seeing Sonic run at this awkward speed from slow to fast instantly and then hearing like the piano-esque open world music in the background. It almost feels like Sonic doesn't have a plot in this game. It almost feels like Sonic just walked out here to vent. It was so fucking funny.
Actually,
Yeah,
I want to bring another thing up, and I want to hear your opinions on this, guys.
Yeah.
So a big controversial moment happened earlier on Twitter where somebody realized that assets from forces are being used in this game.
No.
Is
So,
it really?
yeah, there is a bridge that you see Sonic walk on top of at one
Oh,
point in the
that from the
trailer.
first. That's from the first
Yeah.
area in the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, that's from one of the Eggman levels in Sonic Forces, like at the very end.
Ready to be schooled.
Like you know that one level where you're like dashing through all the robots in this giant mechanical area with modern
Yeah,
Sonic.
yeah, yeah.
If you
Unfortunately,
take a
that
look at the floor tiles of it, it is exactly the same design as the one shown off in Forces, just in a different color. But the layout is still the same regardless. Like, what do you guys think about that?
I'm not overly against it because
Well, KG,
reusing
yeah, I seen what you're talking about now. Yeah, I mean, those are just
reusing
similar.
reusing reusing assets to me was never like a huge offense to me.
Yeah, yeah, just so long as it's not blatantly obvious, like, oh, this is definitely from the old game.
I
Yeah,
think
all
what
of
bo-
this is new shit.
Yeah, it's not offensive.
my
Yeah.
bigger issues is the frame rate and the weird ass level design that doesn't really exist.
The music, oh my god, I'm so
I'm,
mad.
really, I'm fine with the music
No,
personally.
I don't like it because I don't like this ideology that every game that's fucking open world now gotta have this. But like the slight piano that comes in and out. It's mostly quiet until music does happen. And even in Pokemon, I didn't like it when Pokemon Arceus did it. It's awkward. When Legend of Zelda, it kind of worked because then there was certain moments where like you would be searching for stuff and you would hide in the grass to get away from enemies and you would do like little things here and there and then you'd sneak up on enemies and they'd be like, "Dum." Like it worked. Sonic is known for its upbeat, high paced, like really fast, fuck yeah, head bopping music. So to see it go from fucking like head bopping, really fast, hype up music to slow, quiet piano, I'm like, ugh, throw it out.
I get
Throw it
that people.
out.
Okay, I'll say this. I don't think the music's bad. But I see Tyron's point of it not fitting Sonic. Like I still like the music, but like I
Yeah.
could see.
You
I
remember
get.
the song in the trailer? Cause that sure as hell can't.
What do you mean? You mean
It's
like?
meant to be
In
more
the-
for ambiance, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, that ain't like
Yeah, I
with
know
Sonic.
that doesn't scream. Ambience
Yeah.
and Sonic don't really mesh sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
I can understand that point.
But
Yeah,
I will
I'm
say though,
sorry.
I still think it's a Sonic song. It's just a song that's not in the appropriate
I can't
place.
even
Like this could
remember.
feel like in a
It's
main
slowed
menu
down.
song.
I'll put it this way. If you put the video on like times 2 speed, it'll sound like a Sonic song.
I shouldn't have to do that, dude.
But then no, that's the point I'm making you. It's still a Sonic song. They just it's like they took a Sonic song and they just slowed it down.
Yeah, times or divide by 2 speed or
Yeah,
whatever it is.
and also,
Yeah, because I noticed that. You know why? Because I was slowing the music down to analyze the footage, and then I sped it up, and I was like, "Oh, this kind of sounds like Sonic music, like traditional Sonic music." Well, it's because it really is. They just slowed it down, and I'm like, and I liked it before anyway, so it didn't like. For me personally, it doesn't bother me personally. Like
man,
I'm fine with the music.
even when we got the trailer for Mania and they played like the new stages, I remember that shit instantly. I kept playing it over and over. I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's
Ironically
fucking
enough.
go!" Fucking what was the
What, Press Garden?
yeah, Mirage Saloon? Oh my god!
Actually, Press
Mirage-
Garden is a good example of ambient music as well, because it's like a slow, calm.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
even that
I
works for the classic Sonic because that's classic Sonic and it worked for the classic Sonic. But Mirage Saloon was like my favorite.
I just wanted to make the point. Like, I think those tracks work. It's just that I get that people want it more fast paced. And I'm like, but like you're in an open field where nothing is around you. It felt like having, like, the area itself kind of invokes a level of ambiance to it. I guess, I mean, obviously, that to me, like I said, my biggest issue has nothing to do with any of that shit. My issue is that fucking level design and also the performance. Those are like the two main things.
Yeah.
That's some weird ass level design. You got Sonic doing weird ass puzzles that don't make sense for Sonic because Sonic never does puzzles. And you got this weird janky mechanics that isn't momentum based, which is what half the fan base is pissed off about. How you gonna do open world and we don't have momentum yet? Like someone actually did a clip of SA2 when you hit a rail line from the bottom, but you don't hit it with enough momentum.
Yeah, you
just
slide
roll-
back down.
Yeah. And then they went, this is something, how is it they got this right back in SA2, but they didn't get it right? They can't get it right now. And I'm like, Yeah, but people been saying that issue since.
Yeah,
Fucking,
they've been doing that. They've been doing that same problem for years. This isn't nothing new.
I mean, I get the argument that just because they keep doing it doesn't mean it's
Yeah,
okay. But my point is, if you fix the level design, like Generations and Generation has good level design, so you can do level design based around it. Just fucking do that. That's it.
yeah. I would
Actually,
argue after playing Generations a couple of times, there are some slight nitpicks, but it's not game
although,
breaking.
but I do agree with KG. Lost Worlds mechanics would work way better in here than fucking
I
Generations.
agree with that too.
Yeah. I'm also. Can I also talk about one other thing I also not a big fan of with what I'm seeing in this trailer? There are those moments where like he's in the air and it seems like he's performing tricks or something.
Yeah, they
Yeah, he
essentially
can do tricks, but they
they
look so
kept,
awkward.
they kept the trick system from like the other
All from
game,
all the other games.
but like
But he's
it's
only
not.
doing one trick style. It
That's
seems.
because the IGN player is probably dumb and doesn't know the fucking.
Yeah, I'm not
others.
gonna throw that on the game because
Yeah,
usually,
it feels like they just didn't know.
plus that there's I think that happens in colors where he does like the same kind of
Yeah,
trick
if as
throw.
long as you hit the
Oh
D-pad on
no!
that
You
same
keep
direction.
pressing. No, he does different stunts, but you just keep pressing A. That it requires no thought. That's the difference with that one.
Well, no, because it could be a situation like Generations though, where Generations you had to do different controller movements
Oh
to
yeah,
get
now
different.
Generations. Yes, if you keep pressing like A and sideways a bunch of time, he'll do the same trick. But if you press A and sideways left, A and sideways right, A and up, A and down, he'll do different ones based on that. Yes,
Yeah,
he'll do
exactly.
different poses. Because I know if you press A and down, he'll do the Sonic Adventure 1 pose.
So I'm gonna say that's more on the player than it
Yeah,
is
the
the
player
game.
just didn't know. It almost looks like it too. When he kept doing the same stunt, it almost looked like, oh, okay, that's simple. He just kept pressing right, right,
I
right,
hate.
right, right.
I just hate the fact that the most interesting thing so far to me has been the fucking it's the combat. The combat's probably been more interesting than the gameplay currently. I
Wasn't
do
there a
like
scene where he's in a like Sonic's in a tornado and it looks kind of weird?
Yeah, his legs up in the air and it doesn't seem like he's going
Yeah.
anywhere.
oh yeah, because he's doing the spinning kick. He's doing like
Someone
a
someone said I really hope that we get some fixes before this is the final release because
well, that my concern is also the enemies he's fighting. I'm like, oh no, this is like some '06 enemies, and man, I don't want to do that again.
yeah.
And I
They
mean that.
almost look like space alien technology type enemies, like sleek enemy robots, like alien robot situation. That's what
and
it
I'm
kind
like,
of looks like right
and
now.
my problem is that reminds me a little bit too much of fucking '06's nonsense. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you need to back the fuck up, game. You're about to fall into the same pitfalls another game did, and you don't have the same history.
I think this just unfortunately also just reminds me of all those little Unreal Engine fucking.
Oh,
Uh,
it very much feels like a
you know,
demo.
yeah, when those fans go, "I made a Sonic game because
Nintendo
Sonic."
hired this man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those bullshits. And I'm like, every time I look at them, everybody gets so impressed. Oh, it looks so amazing. I wish Sega did this. Every time I look at them, I go, this is. It's very clear why and how this is a fan game, and it's
So I'm
because
surprised. You confused. Also,
yeah.
real quick, I'm just gonna mention because I'm re-looking at the footage. There's a scene where he's running up the wall, but he doesn't have enough momentum, so he stops and starts climbing.
Yes,
But then he goes right back in the running. I don't understand what's triggering
I don't know.
We don't
what.
see anything on the screen to show us like visual
That's the
cues.
other thing. Yeah, this game has like no HUD, and it's fucking with me.
I have one
Yeah.
also criticism, and I think we brought it up at the beginning, but we never elaborated.
What?
I can't care about this because I don't know what the hell or why the hell he's running around to begin with. I have no narrative
the
to go
story?
by. I have nothing to work with. I want to know what the story's about to get a better understanding as to why I'm
Oh,
watching Sonic traverse this unknown world he found himself in.
that, like I
Where's
said, that
Eggman?
I'll just put it this way in this context. That doesn't bother me yet because we're still pretty early in.
Yeah.
But it's
So
like,
that
why would they show gameplay first but no story?
oh, you know
It
what
is
we did?
awkward. It is awkward.
Well, it's awkward for Sonic, but like
No, that's
most.
just in general. Most video games always tend to look at the
I wish
story
they would kind of
first.
at least tell us where Eggman is. At least then we could have an idea because he's the antithesis usually. So he
But
gives us an
I
idea.
do like the idea that they're just like, look, we have this big open world. Don't focus on this dumb shit. Oh, you know what we forgot to mention?
What?
Those fucking markers that like require you to do something before it triggers and it makes new shit pop in. Did you notice that?
Yeah, like they're like those wheels he has to spin on, or
Like it's some sort of requirement you have to do, and then once you do that requirement, Oh, you know what it could be? I just thought about it.
What?
Once you do all the markers, the level it's almost like you're loading in the level through
Yeah,
those activities.
probably.
Because
And then
as I'm
those little, I believe they had red and blue fruits too, right?
no, that's I think those were hearts, weren't they?
Yeah, those were hard
Oh, I thought
looking
they were
pieces.
fruits.
But there
Oh
are these
shit.
little things that are living around this world, but we
Yeah,
don't really
actually,
interact with them.
you do see them in the footage, but I think that
Yeah.
might be what's more happening. Is that actually, you know what? If I recontextualize it like that, that makes it a lot more interesting. That like, oh, this shit doesn't make sense. Why doesn't these mechanics work the way they do? Oh, it's because you haven't done this particular mission yet to load that part of the state, like to load that section in.
You know, this reminds me of Zelda, where, you know, like before you unlock all the mini levels, you have to unlock this big ass tower, which you do see Sonic traverse on at the
Yeah.
beginning. So maybe you had to open that up, and then eventually all the mini ones will begin to unload. To
That
which then
might
you got
Yeah.
to complete all the
Because
mini
I remember,
ones to
yeah,
unlock.
because even in the screenshot I have here, he's running on that little treadmill thing. So I figured that would probably play a role into opening
well,
up some of the shit.
but the fact that like certain level design starts popping up once you do it. Like I think one of the missions he does is that rolling thing, and then once he does it, it immediately like pops in portions of levels. In that context, is it now more interesting?
Mm,
Depends on how they
yeah,
spread it out. Because,
yeah,
let's say you unlock something and it's above the sky and you can't even still reach it anyway. That'll be interesting because that means, oh shit, now I have an objective. I gotta find things to give
right. So
me a
that's
boost to go up there. Or, oh look, there's this like wall that I can run up, but there's like a small tile missing to allow me to continue running upwards. I gotta look around.
so essentially
Like objectives.
you're unlocking the game.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
I can actually
Yeah,
understand it from that, but it also does beg the question, and which once again is the narrative purpose. I'm curious
yeah.
now as to why and
Why it's
how.
happening in the first place?
Yeah.
It's interesting to me conceptually because that means they had to design parts of the level to work without the rest of the level, so you could then unlock the rest of the level. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, you had to build part of the level knowing that the player couldn't access the whole level, and
Yeah.
Right.
then you have to have it set up in a way to where they can then unlock more of the level. It's
Which will then
kind of
give
like
you access to new areas that you
it's
couldn't
kind
access because you unlocked it.
yeah, it's kind of like you're building a car, but you have to build the car in a way that it still kind of works during each process of building the car. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
I don't really care for that.
I it would at least make it more interesting to me.
Well, I
Yeah,
guess
I
we'll
mean,
have to wait it with the
well, the
footage
reason I
later.
don't care about it is because when Legend of Zelda did it, it worked because at least you could have fun with the gameplay and the controls, and it was good enough to like warrant it. From what we see from these controls, like shit's
Yeah,
gonna get irritating.
yeah, I would agree. The problem is that you kept Generations moveset for an open world design. I'm like,
Yeah, like I want to enjoy
Generations,
that aspect of what you're talking about, but Sonic controls like ass, so I'm gonna not gonna be able to enjoy it. It's just gonna be going. Finally, I unlocked this half of the fucking level. Jesus Christ.
yeah, I'm actually looking through the footage now just to kind of make sure I'm refreshing my.
Yeah, all it
What is
is gonna be me go just cussing out the game because I finally unlocked another hub section.
I don't understand the hearts thing. That's what's fucking me up. Because I'm
Once
like,
again, no HUD, no idea.
they're intentionally
Yeah,
withdrawing like unless it's not going to show up until like the latter half of the footage we get throughout the
right.
month. There's also like weird creatures
No,
that
that's
I
what I was
don't.
talking about before. Yeah, those little small
Oh, I
things.
thought no, not. I'm talking about not the hostile ones, the non-hostile
I
ones.
guess I'll go ahead because the chat's talking about it too. With the plot thing, to me, the plot isn't like we don't need like a huge in-depth synopsis of the plot right now, but it would give us like some perspective at least to like go okay good I'm not running around in random forest area because why sure because why not like it's a lot more comfortable to at least have an identity and a name on what I'm doing versus oh I'm running around even in the most vague trailers that they did back in the day like Sonic Unleashed you would see Sonic and then you would see like the werehog hand slam on the thing and they'd be like the differences between day and night vague as fuck, but it at least gave me an idea that something is happening with this game that involves both day and night. and some monstrous shit goes down, and you can see the werehog hand on the ring, so it means Sonic is involved. It at least gave me an idea of what I'm looking at. Whereas here, you're running around in forest. Because forest.
Supposedly what happened, at least from what I heard from like the audio, was that Sonic is just randomly transported to an island. Like there's nothing even deeper about it. It's just like he's just transported to this random fucking island, and now he's just dealing with it. And I'm like, so my question is more so: is it just because they're not going to give us the? I almost prefer that, not to give me the main narrative in the trailer.
Oh, that's what I said. Of course not. Don't give too much. It can be vague. Just gives us enough to
just give us to get a sense of what we're trying to do.
I'll give an example. In Sonic Lost World, we see Sonic fighting the Zeddy. And when he's fighting the Zeddy, we don't know where they are, where they came from. We don't know where Sonic and Tails currently are. It's not until we play the game that we figure out they're on the island, they're on the world of Hex, the Hex world or whatever the fuck it's called. But we don't know that. Lost Hex, thank you. Well, we don't figure out they're on the Lost Hex until we actually play the game. But when we see him fighting the Zeddy, he's clearly in a world that's not his own.
Right.
Then again, Lost World is so cartoony, your brain probably just didn't care.
So I guess for me anyway, I'm like, now putting that recontextualization on the level design, I might. I need to see more. Really,
I really wish they give us a demo or something, because I'm see, now I got gameplay, but I don't know if he's just really bad or this game's physics are just jank.
I don't think the physics is jank. I think the footage is edited poorly in certain portions.
Yeah, but that whole rail thing that we were talking about earlier.
Well, no
momentum all automatically is almost a no sale for me. Almost like Sonic needs momentum.
Taro, you've played so many non-momentum Sonic games, though.
And I was displeased with them, hence why I don't want to do it again. That I guess that makes sense.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, well, you can only fall in that trap so many times before you say no more. And right now, it's looking like a no more again. I avoided Sonic Forces originally. The only reason I wound up getting it is because it was on fucking sale.
I got it because that was stupid.
Oh, shit.
I mean, that's just the reality of it all. Yeah, because even when you first start the game footage, you see him get transported, and then he turns around and looks at the area, and again, it just cuts right into gameplay. Then he just
sort of goes for it, yeah.
So my brain is thinking, literally, the story is I've just been thrown into this weird-ass world, and I'm just and now I'm just exploring it. I don't know. All right, I guess we should bring it up. How do we feel about puzzle elements in Sonic? Like the way they're doing them.
I never liked when they put puzzle stuff in Sonic.
Well, because Sonic was never that game.
Well, they used to do some puzzles, but none of those puzzles were long enough to keep me halt my progression, except for that Sonic fucking 4 one. Jesus Christ.
I wasn't gonna bring it up and be real with you.
Yeah.
The other thing I just noticed this when I went back and restarted the footage. There's also purple coins that have a teardrop icon on them for some weird ass reason.
They're gonna be like Mario Odyssey's situation.
Collect them and you'll get cosmetics and shit.
Yeah, probably.
But you can tell how automated some of these walls are. He hits a spring and then gets near the wall and he just starts running.
No, and then there's another one where he hits the wall, but he doesn't even latch onto it, and he falls down, and then he hits the spring, or not the spring, but the boost pad, and then it fixes him to go up.
Yeah, I don't understand the wall mechanics because it feels like
if he's hugging the wall, why is he not going up the wall? What do you mean he needs a boost pad to go up?
And why give him a climbing animation if you're not going to use it? Because he has a climbing animation.
Yeah, but who wants to climb when they can run up a fucking wall?
Yeah, see, this dude does something weird. They bounce him up, he lands on the ground. And then he just starts walking. And I'm like, why is he just walking? And I think it's the player oh, now he can walk. I'm like, why would you wait until after a jump to do that, though? If you're on the grass, sure. But you got this motherfucker in the midair. He lands on the ground. You just got this motherfucker walking.
Right.
I don't know how I feel about the puzzle elements because it's in a very weird position. The puzzle elements very much don't feel like Sonic. They feel like Zelda, and that's what's pissing me off.
Yep. Because again, there's a lot of games, and I want to make something very clear. Most people who play games like this know this. Open world's been a concept long before Breath of the Wild. I don't like when people say, "Oh, it's this Breath of the Wild," because I'm like, we've had fucking shell. If you even want to say fucking Grand Theft Auto is open world technically, kind of. Yeah, it's
No, it
open.
is.
Yeah. Like this is like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild isn't the first to fucking do this shit. It's just popular because it won Game of the Year, and two, it utilized the open world in a way that other games haven't really before, or at least it's utilized in a way that most people have picked up on. But it's not the only fucking open world game we've had. But what I don't like is the fact that it feels like a lot of games are defaulting to this type of play.
And
Well,
you can
because
tell
that
that it's similar because what are they doing? It's
Yeah.
open world. What else are they doing? They're also incorporating very calm and melody focused
Yeah, like
music.
you
oh
can
no
have
no no.
you
This
can
is
have different open world settings, by the way. They all don't have to be grassy fucking forest area.
no. I want to put this in context, and I think most people have already said it. This game is biting hard from Zelda. Like
Yes.
when people bring up Zelda, they're not bringing it up because Zelda is just the most popular open world game. They're bringing it up because Sonic very much is to even added it added Zelda puzzles, has the calming music, even some of the same types of shots and shit. Like it's very like you can. This game is biting Sonic, biting Zelda hard. Like it's almost uncanny. It's biting Zelda. It's like what the fuck.
Like Pokemon was doing that too, but at least with Pokemon, you had your different environments. You had your swamp areas. You had your like volcanic areas, your cold area. You had various things, and Legend of Zelda had that too. But from what I see from most games that borrow from this open world thing, they mostly go, "Oh, Legend of Zelda took place in this grassy meadow area." Bam,
You're right,
there it
Orion. So
is.
you're right, Orion. So Arceus didn't add puzzles.
They didn't add puzzles now.
No, there was one puzzle. There was a rock in the way, and you throw out your Pokeball at
Oh
it, and the
no,
Pokemon comes down.
they had the Reggie puzzle, didn't they?
No.
No.
They didn't have the didn't
No,
yes they
remember,
did
Tyrone,
one.
you complained about it last time. You were saying,
They
oh, God, I hope they don't have the Reggie puzzle in there. And guess what? They didn't have the Reggie puzzle in
no
there.
no 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 they had the thing where you had to memorize the patterns and
Nope.
like
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah.
yeah, right before you go in. They had that. It's not an irritating puzzle. It's just a puzzle.
That's
No.
not like a red. I don't think it's part of the Snow Point Temple. I
Yeah,
think is
it's a
what they're.
Snow Point Temple. It's not irritating. It's not like a rip your hair out puzzle, but
I think
it
I was
is a
referring
puzzle.
to the Regigigas portion.
Oh no, they didn't have that.
They didn't
But
do
yeah,
that.
they didn't do that. So
The
yeah,
only
it's
the only thing I could think that they're going for here is maybe a wild area that has been slowly. It's almost like it's a wild area in simulation.
yeah,
Like that the area is looks wild, but really it's this fucking mechanical ass area that has the visualization of a wild area. And as you do these missions and you do like you spin on the gear or whatever the fuck, you slowly start uncovering the truth of the actual world. Like there's a
yeah,
lot of cool shit here. I think what it really is gonna boil down to is you need to show me more gameplay footage. I
yeah.
mean that's what it's gonna boil down to.
I think this is a digital world, honestly.
It
Digital.
feels like that's the gimmick. Like the
Yeah,
premise is that you're uncovering the real world. Like the this is the illusion. You're living in the illusion currently.
Which
right.
would explain why Sonic has like this weird pink and blue glow whenever he dashes forward, and they look
Yeah,
like he's like ripping through a digital world right there with that style.
yeah. That's
So
why I think they have his ass in a simulation, a literal
which
simulation.
which would explain why Amy is just talking out of nowhere, which was the
Wait,
whole rumor they had when you heard in the first trailer that she's speaking to Sonic, but you don't see
Right.
Amy anywhere. Maybe she's speaking from the real world and trying to reach in to talk to Sonic.
that sounds fucking
Sao, let's go.
Wonder
that
what happened to
sounds like
Sonic.
it makes me
VR.
mad because it sounds like an interesting as fuck concept, but it's Sega.
Yep.
I shit. I need more
Remember, Ian
footage.
Flynn is the one working behind this, so I mean, in terms of a narrative, this actually could make sense.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
jankiness
but
of
But
the
the
even
levels.
now,
gameplay,
I
on
can
the other hand, is the
The,
different
even
pro- the
story.
the
now.
problem is that we're in a position where we can either think that This level design is intentional and it's meant to look weird and janky because that's supposed to be your first hint that this world isn't real. And in that case, that's fucking genius. The problem is I
You're
have
doing the
to
heavy lifting.
I'm assuming that's what it is. The reality could just be that Sega just made a shitty fucking game or didn't do enough in the first area, and that's why the level design is ass. But then it's like, so what? You made two different gameplay designs, one that's based off of this weird virtual world and the reality, and why is and is the whole game taking place on the island? Are we going to different islands? Like what the because it's Sonic. Sonic can get across an island in like a couple of minutes. Like it's not going to take him. And we don't know about a boost gauge or anything, which I don't think exists, by the way. Because if it did, we would be seeing rings everywhere. That's why you only see rings in certain portions, which then makes me wonder because you get hearts. Why are there hearts and rings? Why would you need both? When usually hearts signify life, and rings in Sonic is known to be your life energy. What? I There's so
Unless
many
they make the
questions.
rings like collectibles this time around.
But they have purple ones. They have these special purple
No,
ones.
like Odyssey. Remember,
It's like
Odyssey had the
Odyssey,
two
yeah, remember?
formats: the coins and
And
the
then,
purple coins.
What is
oh,
this?
yeah.
Is
Like
this
Sonic
Nintendo?
can't officially die. What happens is that he just loses fucking rings.
Oh, I got it. The rings in itself, they can be used to purchase items at a particular point, like the yellow rings. But the purple ones are story driven, and you got to look for those. And the more you
like the
unlock of the
Sonic
purple
Moon medals
rings,
and Sonic Unleash.
yeah, think of it like the moon medals, except it's way less worse.
You can hear the groan in Tyrone's voice when he mentioned it too. He's
Because
like,
the Sun and Moon medals and Sonic Unleashed were fucking stupid.
Except
and
the
that's
ones on the
why
Wii.
and that's why you play the Wii version.
Yeah, that's why you play the Wii version.
Fucking yeah. All right.
Yeah, this
We gotta
might
get.
copy the Zelda format for this one.
There's a lot. There's a lot to unpack there, and I
I
like.
do want to kind of know where Eggman is. Like, where the fuck's he at?
Well, if
see-
this is a digital world, why would he be in here?
He would be the one who made it, if anything.
Probably.
There's a lot of things to be questioned, and I went from being pretty negative to being very intrigued.
But
But
that's
I'm
only
still-
Yeah, but
because
that's
we
because
came
you
up
did
with
the
it.
heavy lifting. Yeah.
But if it's a reality in the game, then technically that was the intention.
Again, you're
Like-
doing the work. You're doing
No,
all that work.
No, I'm saying
You're
if it-
smarter than Sega is right now, Terrell.
No, what I'm saying is if you play the game and the game does exactly what we're thinking,
Which it
that's
won't.
but let's say it does for the sake of argument.
Mhm.
Am I still doing the heavy lifting if the game did it literally what I assumed it was doing anyway?
That you're basically wishing that a pin drop would land right on your hand then from the skies. That is
No, I
that is a
understand your
gamble.
I understand your skepticism. That's perfectly fine. I'm just saying conceptually, if it turns out to be what we are thinking it is, which is that Sonic has been thrown into a virtual world, and that's why things feel so artificial and fake, and then
Yeah.
Hell, even the logo feels like that too.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would be impressed, but I wouldn't know how the writing would handle it. Like, I don't know how. Like, what would Sonic say about this? Would he be awestruck? Would he be confused? Would he be intrigued? Or would he be like, "It's weird, chili dog"? Like, would he face it with the same level of enthusiasm as he did with Sonic Adventure 2, or would he face it with Sonic Forces fucking logic?
the whole point right now is that we don't know because we don't have
anything to work on.
Yeah, in Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic was placed in jail for like half a day, and he was annoyed at the fact that Shadow had got away. And no. I'm talking about Adventure 2.
I thought you were forced to say
There's two jail scenes, and I'm comparing them right now. In Sonic Adventure 2, he was annoyed that he was put in jail, and he still had a bit of his Sonic-isms where he was giving Amy shit, but he was more concerned about where Shadow was because that's the reason he was in there. He had so many emotions going through him at one moment. Then in Sonic Forces, he's in jail for like 6 months. He gets out and goes, there's no food in here. Where's the chili dog? Like,
remember, different writer. And this isn't just any new writer. This is a writer for the comics, which we can say confidently has done some pretty good shit lately.
Right. I
So
mean, yeah,
I have
but
confidence in terms of his style of writing. It's more
right.
so how they're going to translate that into the
In
video
in
game.
the voice direction, like where's that gonna go? Like Sonic has been on a weird personality thing for a while. I think it's weird when the Sonic 2 movie does his personality better
Well, it's
than
because they
recent
keep,
games.
that's because they keep changing his voice and the directions different depending on which medium you're in. You have
Yeah.
Boom, you have the movies, you
You
have the
have
games,
then
you
you have the
have
new one coming out soon.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sonic Prime, is that what it
Yeah.
is?
Yeah, personally, I think Sonic was at his best and around like personality wise around Black Knight and Adventure 2. Those are like the two that like tosses.
Everybody's got to die sometime. Like the fuck, that's Black
Well,
Knight. That is Black Knight.
given context, it's a lot better than that. But
Come on, bro. Like
No, but I
if
will
you
admit
win
though the voice acting in Black Knight is probably the peak.
his peak, yeah.
I would say Unleashed was better, arguably.
Oh, I think
Voice-wise.
I let me rephrase that. I think it's
I think
the
that
peak in terms of all of the cast.
okay, that's
Yes.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say story. I would say like voice acting wise, at least for Sonic specifically, I think Unleashed is better overall.
Yeah.
Now I will say Sonic's Adventure 1, 2, and Heroes voice actor is that
Ryan
was that
Drummond?
Ryan? Yeah, that's Ryan. He does the best job of making Sonic have like frustrated emotions. Like when they stop by and they destroy the egg albatross thinking that they stopped Eggman in time, and it turns out it was a fake, and he goes, shoot, it was a trap to stall for time. Like he does a much better way of showing that Sonic can have other fucking emotions.
Also, Ryan Sora, just to give context, like the four kids voice actors were usually good voice actors. It's just that you have to deal with the constraints of the company that hired you. Like that's
Yeah,
really
pretty
what it
much.
is.
Yeah, that's their issue. Yeah.
It was very obvious. Like if you looked at even the Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, even the weird ones like Ultimate Muscle, Sonic X, you got good voice actors. No one will walk around and go, Dan Green isn't a good voice actor. No, you just may not have liked the direction they forced him to do in certain dubs.
Yeah.
But like as a voice actor, he's great.
You
But-
know, looking at this trailer again, with the whole theory we had with the whole digital world, that would explain some of the weird things about like the jump pads and the dash thing. But like I'm thinking, I'm honestly thinking that this is all real. Like this is a real part of one of the parts in the Sonic world. But Eggman's trying to crack the code or something, but he can't seem to figure it out.
What is like a fourth wall breaking situation where he like realizes he's in a video game, so he's fucking
No. I think it's more so Eggman is in this place in the real world, and he scanned the real world to then put it into the digital world because he wants Sonic to figure it out because he can't seem to figure it out.
I put it all a part of the blockchain, Sonic.
Like he doesn't know how this shit works.
Yeah.
So he's hoping Sonic will figure it out for him.
Hence the rails and the jump pads are around to help Sonic navigate these areas.
Eggman's like, I put this shit here for you. And I'm
now
like,
do my work.
and he's like, that's fucking weird, bro. You just have my assets in your fucking back pocket, bitch. What's going on?
Which would explain the reuse of the Force's bridge asset as well.
Yeah, but that's also wait a minute. How does Forces End remind me?
It ends with everybody saying the power of teamwork is great.
What happens?
And then customized character swings off into the sunset.
Oh yeah, we never see Eggman after one part.
That's what I'm saying. What was the last scene we saw Eggman?
You're expecting me to remember Forces.
Okay, the way we saw Eggman is that he becomes into giant mech, but like in the middle of the fight, you never see him ever again after that point. Like when the machine explodes, you never see the aftermath of Eggman.
Yeah,
he just disappears.
Gone.
It could be. Depends if they want to tie it in with Forces or not. They've tried to tie in all the recent games. If you noticed, all the canon ones, like fucking Colors, Generations, even Lost World ties in with Colors, and then you had and hell, fucking Forces ties in with Lost World by having Zavik in the beginning of the game.
Right.
A digital Zavik and a real Zavik.
Well, still, the point is that they're so it could be a situation where this is based off of the explosion or whatever the fuck happens to him at the end of Forces leans into the beginning of the story in this game. Potentially. But we're like 54 minutes in. We probably need to talk about the state of play real quick and then finish with Pokemon.
Okay, let's talk about the state of play real quick because there is a couple of things I do want to bring up for this one, if you don't mind.
Go
Because
ahead.
I want to talk about what might be my favorite game from that event. My absolute favorite one, and every time I see it, I keep asking myself, why is this game taking forever to come out? Damn it! And that game, if I recall correctly, I think was called, if I could find it, not Tunic. Where is it? Here. I'm looking through Nibellian's Twitter account. Here we go. Stray. Stray.
Oh, the cat, the
The
fucking cat.
Yeah, it's the cat game.
We could have just said the cat
I
game.
always
We
thought-
were
I always
No,
thought
but I
this
want to
game-
be respectful and
I always thought this game was a prank.
Yeah,
No, it's
because
like
we
a
keep seeing it on all the trailers and everything lately. But
Yeah, but it never gets released. I see it so many times. I feel like I've seen it in multiple E3s and shit. It always shows up and then goes away. And I'm just like, you play as a cat. I was like, they're fucking with us, right?
No, they're not.
Yeah, but the only reason I think that is because it keeps showing up and going away. At least with Untitled Goose Game, when it showed up, it came out.
Well, yeah, this thing's been in development for like.
Right, this game shows up, leaves, gets talked about, rumored, release date here, maybe rumored. It never comes out.
I think that's my big issue with this game. It's that it looks great, but we'll never see anything.
Didn't they say July? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, it's coming out this year, I think.
Yeah, but we don't know that. Fucking due dates are weird nowadays.
They'll get delayed again or something.
Yeah, like I feel like there's gonna be a moment where this game will be out for like half a year and we didn't notice. Like, oh, it's been out. Yeah, it's been out. When they had a whole event. When in some buttfuck town that nobody pays attention to. Like, Stray is the weirdest fuck. Stray's almost as weird as Death Stranding to me. Death Stranding was the weirdest experience of my life. Honestly, Death Stranding was so fucking weird to me.
Yeah, because Death Stranding was worse.
Yeah, Death Stranding.
And then they had his definitive edition or his director's cut that made it a video game, and I was like,
Death Stranding's the only game to have so many trailers and still we know nothing about it. That was so fucking weird.
I just want to say I'm still in
listen,
this cat game though.
Listen, I'm just saying, when you say your name is Mario and you're my Princess Peach, I'm like, yep, that's it. I'm done. You've officially pissed me off. For those who don't know, that's a line in the game. Like towards the end of the game, it's like, so what is this? Like a game? Like am I supposed to be Mario? Yeah. You're Mario and I'm Princess Peach. And she's saying Princess Peach because she's on a fucking beach. And my brain's like, please tell me there's more to that. Nope. Are you sure? Nope. Fuck you. All right.
So, what do we learn about Stray? Like, do you get to fucking maul people like a cat?
You walk around. You traverse through a world. That's pretty much it.
I can't go around and then just show up on somebody's face.
I'll put this in context. Kevin is the only dude I know who will get like, hey, bro, there was you got an announcement for Resident Evil 4 remake, Street Fighter 6 footage, fucking Final Fantasy 16 footage. Dog, I could play as a cat. And I'm like, you played as a goose like 2 or 3 years ago. Is this really that big of an advancement? And all he'll go is, yeah, see, that's what he'll do.
I mean, am I wrong? Is that something that I should, I
mean, I want to play as a cat too.
I
want to play as a cat too, but I want to do all the dickish cat stuff. Knock stuff over, maul somebody's face.
No, when you do walk around, you do see the cat actually like throw beer cans around and all that shit.
Randomly bite somebody.
All right, so here's the problem. Tyrone wants is like a simulator as a cat, and that's not what this is. Okay. This is a game where they've made the narrative, and you just happen to be a cat during the narrative.
Yeah, and you're a cat that seems to be avoiding at all costs for some reason.
Yeah,
I want to fuck shit up.
See, that's why I was sitting there going, I'm like, the type of experience you're looking for is not the type of experience the game is even marketing.
I want somebody to come pet me, and I just go.
So it comes out July 19th.
Oh, okay. That's not bad, actually.
Yeah, next month.
No ham. Just want to fuck shit up.
Oh, but the other game, bro. Can I talk about this other game real quick? That anime game. Did you guys remember seeing that?
Oh, yeah. Night something. Eternite.
Ethernights, yeah.
Yeah, it
But
looks
there's
good.
something
I like the art
amazing
style.
about it, though.
Yeah, it looks clean.
Here's
Yeah,
the
it's a dating sim in an action game.
Yeah, but here's what makes it
Nice.
better, though. So, Studio Psy Games, the ones who are working on this particular title, they made a tweet, and this is the most random ass tweet about an announcement of a game. And here's what it says: Big announcement. Today we revealed Ethernights during Sony's State of Play. I played Persona 5 in 2019, which convinced me to play Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Fest as well. After that, I quit my job and started developing a game inspired by them.
Quit his job? Damn.
To then create this game that you see right now on screen.
True.
That is such an unusual string of words that I didn't think I'd see.
Persona
Unfold.
makes you quit jobs. Let's go.
I think I'm genuinely speechless by that statement. That
What? That Persona makes you quit jobs? Let's go.
no, just it's like Tyra. It's like Tyra. How did you create this game here? Well, back in 2017, I decided to stream a couple of games. I streamed Persona 5 Royal, and that got me into playing Persona 4 Golden. And then I decided to finish off by playing Persona 3 Fez, and then I quit my job.
Yeah, that
And be-
sounds like the actual direction of somebody who plays Persona games.
became a game designer. And I'm just like,
Not just
I
any
love-
game designer, a game designer worthy of being shown on a Sony State of Play.
Also, I love how he says just quits his job and becomes a game developer like it's that fucking easy.
yeah, like
If I
Tyra.
quit my job right now, I'm dead by Wednesday. Like
Yeah,
that's,
like Tyrone, just to give context, that's like I'm gonna use you as the example because I can't imagine you being like, all right, guys, we finished the stream. Thanks, and I'll see you guys next time. You end the stream button, and then you immediately look at the screen after you completed your save file, and you're like, and then you wait until tomorrow morning. You're like, hey, I'm not coming in anymore.
you said what? All right then you enjoy the streets, bitch.
And it's like I quit. I'm gonna be a game designer, and then being like, how the fuck do I become a game designer?
Which is why I have to give him respect where respect is due. That this man straight up said I quit
think
my
he's-
job and actually went through with it.
I
think he's leaving out steps.
I was gonna thank you, Terrell. I was gonna say I feel like he's skipping a few steps. I feel as though he was already doing game developing. He had the talent at the time, then quit, then made the game. That's how you do that.
Because if he didn't, that is the weirdest string of events.
Right, there is no way you can fucking just quit with no
Like I said,
experience and just hop into it.
That's literally going click done on OBS and then being like, hey boss, I quit. What? What are you doing? Oh, I just finished streaming Persona 3 Fez. What?
That would be like if I had decided. That would be like if I decided, right when we got back to working again after the whole quarantine, that I just decided to be a permanent streamer for life, regardless of the fact that fucking like I don't make any money, nor do I have the followers to capitalize on that idea.
It gets even better. They even get people behind Persona 5's voice cast to help out with this game too. Because, like,
Nice.
for example, the VA behind Sai Nijima, Elizabeth Maxwell, is going to be voicing one of the characters in this game.
I need you. Ooh, I love her. She's
And if I'm going through the Twitter, I'm seeing there like from 2020. From 2020, they said I just finished playing Persona 5, and now I want to play, or I'm developing a Persona-inspired hack and slash and dating sim game. Hashtag indie game.
Yeah, he goes, his essentially the premise is, what if I did Persona, but instead of it being an RPG in dating sim, what if I just made it an action game in dating sim? And I'm just like,
yeah, he's been developing this for like a couple of years now, so.
I just can't get over the fucking Persona thing.
Dude, all of his tweets are following with Persona statements. Wow. I'm developing hack and slash and dating sim game inspired by Persona. I am developing a game inspired by Persona.
It's almost like a spam account.
The voice behind Sai Nijima from Persona 5 is voicing the character in the game. Sneak peek. I'm developing a hack and slash and
Oh, you
dating
know what
sim
that
game
means?
inspired by
That
3 and
means
5.
Joker's gonna make a guest appearance in the game randomly, like he does in every fucking game that involves him slightly. He was in.
Possibly.
Think about it. He was in a bunch of mobile games. He was in a fucking. He was in Dragalia Lost. He was in fucking. He's in Catherine. Full body.
Yeah, but
He,
those are Atlas things. Like
well,
Atlas had to
yeah.
approve that.
Well, Dragalia Lost is an Atlas.
No, but Atlas had to approve of it. Is what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
know. And trust me, Atlas will approve. If this guy constantly keeps saying, "Oh, I got this from playing Persona," Joker's gonna be in that bitch. He's gonna pop in there somewhere or another. Joker's in every fucking thing. He's like Cranberry when it comes to juices. He's in everything.
We'll
I
see.
guess.
But I
Yeah.
think it only works because the Joker appears in gotcha games, something that'll benefit Atlas as
Yeah.
well, which this
Yeah,
doesn't
like-
seem like
like
it
And
will.
then
there's no money to
randomly
be
when he
made
showed up in
here.
Catherine full body.
Well, that one's because they both own. I mean,
Yeah.
Atlas owns both of those IPs. So that made sense.
Yeah.
Orion Sword says, bro, think about it like this. He knows about the Dorcoon meme from Persona 3, Lamau.
Yeah.
That actually would make sense. The problem is, my only problem is that it looked kind of generic in some aspects.
Well, I mean, it
Like-
is an indie game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I have to accept it as an indie game because like the main
Remember, this
character.
man just quit his job.
He quit his job 3 years ago and started developing this game. Once again, respect. Just genuine respect on that. Sounds hilarious when just saying it as is, but hey, if I did that, and Tyrone, you mentioned it before, if you did that too, we'd be homeless by this point.
We'd be dead by Wednesday. Next Wednesday would be our death day.
The funny thing is, I suggested that for Tyrone back during when he was talking about taking streaming like 100% serious. I was like, "Well, you ain't got a job right now. Fucking why not?"
Right.
And he was like, "No, I want a job." I said, "All right."
All right,
Well,
but
because I don't have the following to warrant it yet. I'd just be some dude.
Well, no, the whole point is that you would.
Now I have the tech. Now I have the overlay. Now I have all the shit necessary.
No, because my whole point was literally the whole point for me personally was for you to be like, just go for it. Just fucking hit full brakes.
non-stop, full
and-
12-hour
and-
sessions every day.
Yeah, just take it as a legit job. At least 8. You have to do at least around 8 hours a day, like you do any other job, and see where they would get you in like a month.
Oh yeah,
That was my
I
initial.
would have been dead by Sunday.
Oh Lord, you still want to do this as a job, sir? You're gonna have to do that.
Oh yeah, but at least now I got like the financial backing. And actually, because when I started my new job at Abstract at the place I work at now, I make a comfortable amount now. Now I can fall back on whatever. So like now at least I have some financial fucking funding. It's not like before where I had like the unemployment that everybody got during quarantine. That wasn't enough. I would have been out. You do what? You play video games? That's it? All right, boy. See you at Death's Door on Sunday. Or I have to eat like an apple to live.
I mean, that's not bad. I thought you were gonna say like garbage or something.
An apple from the garbage. My bad. I should have fucking clarified that.
I mean, I don't understand why you can't get it from the tree. The fuck?
I can't afford that, bro.
It's free. Trees are free.
I can't afford that bitch.
Oh my god.
Nah, but back to the topic. I might get it. I'm interested. You think they'll give us a demo?
Well, I mean, I see on their Twitter page they're saying wish listed.
For demos a lot.
Yeah, you're asking for so many demos, damn it.
Well, because I can't trust these games anymore. Sometimes
This dude is inspired by Persona 5. You love Persona 5.
All right, I'll be inspired by something. If I'm not good at it, it doesn't fucking matter.
Be inspired by it, damn it.
Be inspired by it.
Be inspired by the fact this man quit his job to make his dreams a reality.
Yeah, I'm
You're
gonna
not-
Which,
Are
once
you
again,
not
still,
inspired?
respect on that.
Your dick should be right hard with inspiration. Come on,
rock
bro.
hard with
Rock hard
inspiration. With
inspiration.
inspiration. That's a fucking.
That's what it does. That's what it does to you.
Oh, man, my
Inspiration
dick is
knows no
rock hard.
bounds.
Rock hard.
Did you have another
inspiration
game,
dick.
KG, or no?
I do have some more games I'd love to talk about real quick. Because
What about
there
the
are
Tony-
a lot of good games in here. Let it be clear.
What about Tony Hawk with the gat? Does anybody want to talk about that?
Yeah, that little indie game as well. I will admit it's interesting. I'll give it that. We also got to talk about one other game as well that I think is just as fun. The one that also caught my attention and also made me question, wait, this game is still not out yet? I'm kind of surprised. Why is it taking this goddamn long for the title to actually release? And that's that adorable as hell Fox game.
Oh, Tunic? I thought Tunic came
Oh,
out already.
no, it's not out.
No, Tunic was out.
It's not out.
It's not
just
out
been,
yet.
It's been shown everywhere.
Tunic.
It's been shown everywhere, but it's not out.
What? I could have sworn Tunic was out.
Hey, look, it's Zelda with a fox. That's what I mean. That's literally how I look.
That's literally, yeah, it's unapologetically like the same thing.
Yeah.
And there's a game that was shown somewhat recently.
I'm surprised they're even able to get away with Tunic's design.
No, that's fair because the game.
It's Link.
Yeah,
but
like,
there are a lot of characters that wear green.
Motherfuckers in Nintendo.
KG, have you seen that game that literally looks like Link's Awakening, like almost verbatim?
Was it in this state of play or was it in...
No. It was like it was shown recently.
Oh, was it like about like a crow or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I forgot where though.
And it looks exactly like Link's Awakening, the remake. And I'm like, this should be illegal. Like this shit look like
well,
you
no, okay, look, it says its initial release date March 16, 2022. That happened already.
Yeah, but the official release date, because it got delayed again, is September 27.
That game keeps getting delayed. That's the whole point.
Oh.
This game never is actually real. They're just showing pre-rendered footage.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, because I think that's the same trailer we got before.
Probably.
The trailer doesn't look any different. It just keeps getting shown
it's
off.
quick. It's super quick.
Yeah.
No, guys, wait. It's on Steam.
Like right now.
Yeah. It says buy Tunic. You can add it to the cart. It's right here.
Is it just not on consoles, I guess, maybe?
Specifically on the PlayStation, I guess.
It's not on the PlayStation and Switch yet.
Yeah, he's right. It actually is on.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, Tunic's out.
So they keep showing this shit every single goddamn state of play.
They show a lot of Tunic gameplay on State of Play, though. I don't know why.
Because the game's still coming out on the system, so they're still promoting it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but I feel like it was supposed to be more of an exclusive.
I was like, hold on, Tunic came out because somebody did a review of Tunic a while back. It was Zero Punctuation who did it. So I was like, I know it exists.
Oh, no, we never denied that it didn't exist. The issue was more.
Yeah.
The issue was more so. Well, go ahead.
I think it looks nice. Tunic, like, yeah, it looks fine, and I guess you can make the argument. It's the Link's outfit is the Ranger / Warrior class in most D&D, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, because Link's literal outfit is vaguely based off Robin Hood.
Now here's the real question: why is it not on Switch?
Yeah, it's based on Robin Hood, which I guess is based off a Ranger, which is a D&D class.
I hate that Tunic started off when I Google Tunic. The first thing I get is all the game footage and also the recent, like, it's coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Then I scroll down, see a bunch of pictures of guys in tunics, and then I scroll a little bit down, and it goes, here's JCPenney's. Here's your closest JCPenney's. And I'm like, that's right, because you could technically buy a tunic if you wanted to.
Yeah. You can buy a tunic.
But I love that if you go to their Twitter account, they haven't updated their profile where it says still releasing March 16.
2-ton
Instead
Tunic.
of saying out now.
They're probably like, what the fuck? Why is that in here still?
But yeah, congratulations to Tunic. It's available now for $30, I guess.
Go get it. Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, you know what? I might play Tunic now.
Yeah, go ahead, KG.
Oh, actually, that's a wonderful transition. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Because there's a new title. Well, not a new title. It's new to the PC, but it already existed. Of a man filled with spiders powers.
Yeah, man. No, a man filled with spiders. That's funny. That's funny to me.
Yeah, so you mean spiders, man?
I like the idea that it's just a bunch of.
That just sounds like Shino.
That's hilarious.
That just sounds like Shino from Naruto. That's all that.
I know, but this is funny because he talks and makes quips and shit, and then all of a sudden he just trips, falls, and like, and then they all just scatter.
Yeah, it is spiders, man. Then that does exist. Man. That's an actual character. Just a bunch of spiders merging to become Spiders Man. Because he thinks they're Peter Parker.
It's the whole thing, like how there's a Batman and then there's Man-Bat. It's the same premise.
Yeah. Now, Terrell, I remember you streamed Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, I beat it.
Yeah, you
stream.
streamed it. I beat the game. I bought the game when it first came out, and it was right when I moved into my new place too. And then I beat it, and I had fun. I just haven't played it again since. If I stream it, I was probably gonna play hard mode.
I honestly
That was
might
it.
try it out now. I could
That was
finally
gonna be
play
a
this
Also,
game.
by the
Yeah.
way, Miles Morales is also coming to PC.
Oh shoot.
Miles
Okay.
Morales comes out like a month later or some shit. It's like September.
Okay, that makes sense though, because you
Yeah.
want to, encourage yourself to play through all of Spider-Man before you decide to
Brad
get
Ambassador, you were
Miles
correct, sir.
Morales.
Comics are fucking stupid. What else, KG?
Okay, yeah, because I have le footage. Well, how many of you guys are big fans of R? Because that's literally how they present the direct. With an R, and then it goes into Resident Evil 4.
Oh, that
Where's
game
the
again?
footage? Why does that one have a full release date but it has no footage? I expected something.
Because it's Resident Evil 4. You gonna get it, bitch. You don't need to see
Also,
nothing.
isn't there like some kind of VR also being in development for that too?
You gonna buy the PlayStation 4 version, the PlayStation 5 version.
It's not mentioned here, but there is supposed to be VR for it.
No, they
You gonna
mentioned
play
it
all
at the
it.
very end of the 4 trailer.
You gonna play all the
they
versions. You
must
gonna
have
play
just put
every
it as
version.
text.
Yeah.
You gonna play every version that we release. It's Resident Evil 4. You are bitches. Buy it.
I mean,
Coming
you're not
out this
wrong.
fucking yeah, coming out this.
Resident Evil 4 is a fantastic game.
It's
People
the
should
most
play it.
popular one. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
most popular one. Yeah. I love Resident Evil 4. It's my favorite one.
So you're gonna play this one, then, is what you're saying?
Yeah, probably.
No, not probably. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, geez, relax, bro.
Yeah, Capcom
relax.
kind of sort of got me on the throat on that one.
Yeah, exactly. Thought so.
Well, yeah, I've already done the remakes for 2 and
3.
yeah.
Although I will say, I don't know. To me, I got 1, 2, and 3 as remake. Like in my head, that makes sense.
No, 1 never got remade.
Well,
Well,
2 and 3.
Let me phrase that. It got remade, but it was back on the GameCube.
Yeah. 2 and 3 felt like okay, that's fine. Remakes. I don't think we need 4's remake as of right now. I don't know. In my head, I don't feel like we needed it right now. You can play 4 on literally any fucking thing. I'm surprised they even considered that.
Well, it came out back in 2005, though. That's like 17
I thought they were gonna.
years.
I thought they were gonna wait at least 3 more years so it could be a perfect 20-year release.
No. Why
Like
the hell
a
would
20
they do
years
that?
later situation.
By that logic, why the hell did they remake Final Fantasy VII?
Because that, unfortunately, when Final Fantasy VII came out 20 years ago.
No, when did the remake come out?
Shit, I don't remember.
17 years ago. I don't know.
17 years ago.
The remake is only a few years old. It's like, well, you remember, it's the original one. We're not talking about the fucking, what is it?
Okay, so Final Fantasy VII came out in 1997. Final Fantasy VII Remake came out in
2017? Question? Nah, that's too early. 2020 probably at best.
2021. Yeah, 2021.
Yeah.
So about
Almost 25.
almost 25 years ago.
Oh yeah, because last couple of months ago they were saying the whole Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary shit or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that I don't know. 17 feels kind of short, and like it's it's Resident Evil 4, and Resident Evil 4 has so many copies. You can literally play Resident Evil 4 pretty much anywhere.
Oh no, that's true.
Yeah,
but they've already. Yeah, and they've already. Well, I wouldn't. It's a new remake. It's not a new game.
Also, it doesn't feel that long ago since Resident Evil 3 was remade.
Oh yeah, it was 2019.
So it's 3 years ago. Actually, that's not that bad of a gap. Actually.
Yeah.
So no, it makes sense then. It's like Pokemon's design wise.
I don't know. I feel like it could have waited a little bit longer for that.
But the last thing I think we can talk about of the group of the state of play would probably be the final of the fantasies.
Oh, not Fighter Streets?
I mean,
the only thing we saw was footage of fight in open worlds. There you go.
Yeah, and the open world thing. Yeah, they're doing it too.
And Chinese
Chinese Chun-Li?
Yeah, where she actually looks Chinese.
Yeah, I like anime Chun-Li better.
I figured you were going to, but that fucking thickness is still real, baby.
Oh yes, yeah, definitely. Like,
I remember somebody describing it of like her suit because like they are on super tight on her.
Wait a minute, Terrell.
Have you seen her ass?
Terrell, did they show her using the Kikoken? The fireball move. Does she
Yeah.
bend over or does she do the like?
She
No,
bends over.
forward
You see
thing?
shots of it.
Okay, good.
No,
All right,
no,
they chose
yeah.
the
But she
good
doesn't do it
Kikoken.
in that one, I think.
Good. They chose the good Kikoken. That's the good one. That's the one we like.
What's the other one?
The one where she launches it with her arm forward, with like in a battle position.
Oh, and her
I get it.
back fully, something like that.
No. She launches it like like how you would actually launch a fireball. Whereas the other one, she's super extra and bends her butt in the air. That's the one we like. The bends the butt in the air Kikoken is the one we love. The one where she launches it like a real fireball. I'm like, boo.
Why did Typeset say that shit? He was like, "You can't play Resident Evil 4 on Sega Genesis."
That's true. That's true. You can't.
You lie to me, Tyrone.
You liar. You lie. You dirty liar.
Okay,
Oh,
but yeah,
no.
let's get to the real meat and potatoes of this presents.
Yeah.
Devil May
Fantasy.
Cry 16. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Final
that one.
Fantasy
Yeah.
16.
Devil May Cry 16. Yeah.
So have we just accepted that Devil May Cry will no longer ever be? I mean, the Final Fantasy will never be Final Fantasy anymore.
Yeah, they've long left the Final Fantasy.
No, they have the fantasy, but it's never been final.
It's never been finalized.
So that's been an issue for years. We can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, we're in 15. I thought the Final Fantasy was already
I
done.
feel like if I played 14, I would really like it actually. But
We played it once.
Yeah, I remember you played it with Dean once. But I feel like 10 to me was the last hurrah, like the last traditional Final Fantasy game to me. After that, it's just been them trying to make it an action RPG, and it really not working out.
So here's my thing.
Go ahead, buddy.
I think the combat's gonna be fine. I just think I'm not gonna enjoy it as an RPG, and it also seems
it's gonna be a good action game.
they've also turned the summons into like plot things, and I'm like, I get that was a thing at one point. I'm like,
13 didn't do it.
Yeah, what's up, Kid Draco? My investment is so low because I'm like, bro, just make a fucking RPG.
They don't want to do
but
that.
People
don't
want to sit down
game.
no more. They don't want to wait for action turn.
Yeah, they think turn-based is boring, even though we have Persona.
What do you mean it's not?
No, we're talking about the casuals now.
Yeah. We know better. We play Persona.
No, I never played Persona. What are you doing?
The guy who made Ethernights definitely played Persona.
To be fair, you should have played Persona. You still.
No, I still got to play Persona 1, and we just got to figure out when we can do that.
What about Shin Megami? Well, oh yeah.
How's it going? Fuck yeah.
No, I have.
Well, yeah, because he was playing Shin Megami Tensei 5. I remember that.
Yeah, and it's a brutal game. I'll tell you that.
I liked it. I liked the way it looked.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Megami Tensei game is all brutal.
Mm-hmm.
All the Tensei games are brutal.
Yeah,
but that's what makes it fun.
It's not that I guess I'll probably let Tyrone speak because I think Tyrone is a lot more down on it because I think it'll probably be a fine game. It just I don't like it because it feels like it's just another one of those like, hey, we're gonna just fucking disregard our traditional RPGs. Like,
no, Terrell, you're saying it. You're saying my reason for me. Like, that's all I feel right now. It's like, oh, I get it. Y'all don't like Japan anymore. Like,
yeah, but you said you don't think it's gonna be a good game in general, though.
Well, yeah, because like recently, like even with gameplay, Final Fantasy has been sort of just trying too hard to be so many other things other than Final Fantasy that when they implement new shit, it always comes out awkward or has this incredibly stupid learning curve that you have to fucking go through a list of small text tutorials in order to get through. And then when you finally find a way you want to play, they'll throw in some enemy where you have to change up the strategy. And that's fine to change up the strategy. But unfortunately, the customization is usually so tedious that it makes you want to rip your hair out just going in through that approach. Or something stupid happens like, oh, your partner's alive, but you aren't alive, which means game is automatically the fuck over. But your partners control like ass during that entire time. So you're going to die anyway due to their incompetence. Like, I don't know, and even like you said before, it doesn't feel like a traditional RPG, so I don't feel the whimsy. It feels like what they did was go, oh, we associate fantasy with Renaissance, so this has to be a dark, gritty Renaissance game where you get occasional people on your team, and the Aeon/summon/guardians, whatever you want to call them in this game, are now like world calamities rather than things you could summon as super attacks, and like, we're not going to use magic for real anymore because that shit's lame. Instead, you can customize a spell onto your weapon strike or some shit like that. They've been doing that for years, and it's because Square, for some reason, hates when Final Fantasy did the traditional turn-based route. So they decided to instead go this, like, action route that, like you said before, was Devil May Cry-ish. And it worked for Devil May Cry and Bayonetta and fucking God of War. The God of War I like, not the father-son boy thing.
You don't want to be a dad? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I don't want to row through a fucking boat for 5 minutes.
Be a dad and ride off into the sunset with your son who's a god.
No, I want to slay millions of people and bone a woman by pressing the circle button at the right time, okay?
I only got one circle button. It's the power button. No, don't touch that click.
Being accompanied by the song, oh.
Is that the woman? Is that the woman or the music?
Yes. But seriously, like, I think they just got so upset with the idea of playing, like, this whole...
An RPG?
An RPG, yeah, and you lose the whimsy and you lose the characterization, and nobody here looks interesting. There's something that Final Fantasy did where, yes, it was very obvious you knew which characters were the main characters, but at least it gave them a splash of personality. Everybody here who seems remotely important is like has gritty, dark, nasty colors, and like the only thing that makes them slightly important is that they may have some dyed hair, maybe.
I'm fighting for my kingdom.
Okay, so
according to Ifrit, your kingdom's gone.
Exactly, I'm fighting. People make fun of like Titus and the whole ha 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 joke that he does, but that like given context, that made sense. You're on a journey where you're essentially gonna fucking die at the end, but you gotta learn to have fun during it all too, because these are the last moments you got. You might as well make them count. Whereas here, everything is all death and war, and I'll never forgive them for taking my father's life. You shall rule the day, young warrior, bring it on! Like, it's just one of those generic flavor fucking things that you see in every goddamn Renaissance action game. It feel like it lost its identity of being a fantasy game. So it's just this generic fucking modern Knights game where you have to do modern shit. Nothing about it feels like it's like a fun game. It feels like a required game that was made by Square because they had to keep the Final Fantasy joke going that, oh, it's not the Final Fantasy. Like, ugh. This game is called Final Fatal. What? Final Fatal 16?
Devil May Fantasy.
Yeah, but that's my overall take on it, is that it feels soulless. I think I just chose a long way to just say it feels soulless.
It doesn't
like
feel
a dark
soulless. Because like there is something being here. It might not be what you're viewing. I think the issue is that it's called Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah.
Rather than like a spin-off title.
Yeah.
Which is really what it feels like it's supposed to be.
But they decide, oh man, this is too much. Let's actually make this 16.
Yeah. Like even Final Fantasy 15, I poke fun at sometimes too. But even Final Fantasy 15 at least had like the joy of you traveling with your buddies and like you would take pictures or go fishing or do some fun shit. And when you kill a monster, like one of the guys, they don't do the victory theme anymore.
Final May Cry, LOL. Sorry, go ahead.
They don't do the victory music anymore, but like one of your friends while you're beating the enemy, he'll go dun 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 dun. Like he'll do that. Or if you guys are riding the car, you can listen to literally any of the other Final Fantasy songs from the past games. You could cook like these meals based off of anime. Like there was at least some level of a fun Final Fantasy world. Whereas here, it very much they're advertising the grittiness of it. And to me, this just doesn't seem like a fantasy game. It feels like a Renaissance war game. Like some generic Renaissance war game that you would see as an advertisement before you watch a YouTube video or some shit. Play as a powerful warrior. Take over various kingdoms. And rule with an iron fist. And then it shows this shit. Like, it just looks like the same shit.
It's like saluting and then like holding up your sword, and it's like, bitch, that's not the same action. That's not even the same culture. Well, I'm Japanese now.
Japanese, let's go.
Japanese.
Ikamas, let's go.
Idakimasu, thank you very much. Fuck.
Not Nanigato.
Not,
I love how it follows up, and I see chat. Someone just says LeChunk.
Yeah.
I guess it's time to get into Pokemon.
Yeah,
Then?
I guess
It's time to get into
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Thank you to hearing our rambles on the Sony
Pokemon.
State of Frontiers regarding Sonic's thing and all that other jazz. Because I have no other idea other than it's video games. I hope you guys enjoy video games. I'm surprised E3 started earlier this year.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Oh yeah, and then we got that gaming festival. Holy shit.
Now the thing is, just before we go, Nintendo Direct, yay or nay?
Yay.
Okay. What about you,
Nintendo's not
Terrell?
gonna skimp out on their chance to show off the flex.
Flex on them with that 40-minute Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, let's go.
And people
10
gonna
minutes
bust
of it
their
is
nuts.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
The nuts will
Right.
be busted across the
Nuts
land.
will be coming this summer. Nuts will be busted.
No, yeah, coming this summer.
Ah!
Semen.
Nintendo, let's go.
All right, so who wants to start the Pokemon stuff?
Well, let's go and
AG wants to start.
why would I want to start? What do I have to offer that no?
You don't want to be the main character today?
Because you didn't
Damn.
say much during the state of play, because the
No,
only thing
I
you were
did.
looking
I was
for,
the
which
one
was
that was
walking
talking
that.
about
He was the one
title.
leading that. What?
Yeah.
No, I said because the only thing he really wanted to talk about was that fucking cat.
Yeah, the cat and the Tunic and the Street Fighter and the Final Fantasies and
I know, I just-
good. It was
I know Terrell and I went on like we went on our whole thing.
yeah, because
and
you
I
guys
like-
are more on the Sony side, so I understood. That. I
Yeah,
only just
that's
brought
why.
up the
That's why I
topic.
was saying you first.
Okay.
You on a PlayStation 5, but you're not a Sony guy. Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I still
Yeah,
need to
because
get
he
a
has a-
second PlayStation.
Well,
5
because he
at
has
some point.
PlayStation 5, the fucking paperweight edition.
You know what
Yeah.
confuses me? How is that out of spite when half people don't even really know you have it? Like
Yeah.
it's one of those things like you don't do
No,
face cam
it's out of
streams
spite
enough.
for a
It's for somebody,
particular
a particular
individual.
person.
It
Yeah.
eventually grew to everybody happening to know about it. I don't remember how it got to that point, but it was meant
mentioned
to
you had
originally
one.
be for him.
You
Yeah,
opened your mouth.
yeah, and then I think I mentioned I had one, but then I think the conversation of why I had one was brought up, and I had to then explain it at that point. Otherwise, it
and
would have
then,
been weird.
and then I told you to eat a dick. Then Terrell told you to eat a dick.
And then everybody told me to eat a dick.
I mean,
Yeah.
you deserve to eat a dick. Don't worry.
No,
about
no, I still deserve it wholeheartedly, but I'm still doing what I wanted to do to begin with. So mission
it. All right,
accomplished on that.
so just
front.
remember, I want Tyrone, and I know it might be a little uncomfortable, but I would ask and I would request of you to buy some penis-shaped item and throw it at Kevin the first next time you get a chance. I don't even.
Yeah,
Well,
know
there's
bag of
actually the
dick.
Museum of Sex that's here in New York
I
City,
like
so
the idea.
technically he can get one there.
I like the idea of him getting like a bunch of paper mache dicks and putting it in a bag and just go
Eat a bag of dicks.
yeah, just running up on him and like coming out the airport. Hey Kevin, eat a bag of dicks.
They told me,
Ah!
told me I couldn't bring these dicks on the fucking flight.
And I told them they
Get
can eat
these
my
mother
dicks.
trucking
I
dicks
told
off
them
this
to eat
mother
a bag of
trucking
dicks.
And if they didn't eat the bag of dicks, then the dicks are gonna be for Kevin. So someone's eating these bag of dicks.
I think I'm gonna be more confused, and I think everybody around you is gonna be looking at you so weird, being like, "Why does he have a bunch of dicks for?" Oh well,
Because
whatever.
that's how much of a
Eat a
man
bag.
he is. That's how much of a man he is.
Okay, let's go with that. So, Scarlet and Violet, the newest titles, we finally got to see a lot more information about the game, a lot, and I'm very happy about it. With in terms of like the scope of the game, how it's going to be designed, some of the new Pokemon we got in there. I'm still horrified by that Pika clone of this generation. I'll be real with you.
Yeah, I am too. Palmy scares the shit out of me.
Yeah,
Really, I
and
like
then-
I like it. I like it.
I know I like it, but I swear
like
to
it,
God,
but
if I
it's
see one in the
fucking
wild and it
scary.
starts running to
Yeah.
me, I'm gonna run.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
That's why I made the tweet.
Like
I'm
I see that
content.
cute little bastard be like, "Oh, you're oh my God, it's coming to me."
You want to know what it is? It's the eyes. It's the eyes. The eyes
but-
are like really open.
And he's
Yeah, but
just
I
like
like it.
chunky. Like he's
Yeah, and he's just staring at you.
I
Like
like
what?
it. I like it.
Oh no, we like it. We like it. It's just fucking terrifying.
I don't get terrified out of that thing. It's just
also
cute.
one other thing before I forget as well. The music that you hear in the trailer, which is of course not playing right now currently, but Toby Fox mentioned, "I had the honor of composing the field music for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. After creating a concept sketch, Game Freak arranged it into many versions that you will hear throughout the game. You can hear a bit of it in this particular trailer." Also mentioning a few more Toby Fox tracks will appear in the game too, so please look forward to those. This time, my music is not optional. Because if you know about Toby Fox music and Sword and Shield, you know
It was very conditional. You had to go to the battle tower and shit.
Yeah. So that's that. And also Pokemon replied back to them saying, "Great to have you back." So that's great to see.
Now, don't post that shit ever fucking again.
Whoa.
Damn, bro, what's
whoa.
this?
Hey, Pokemon's a cutthroat company.
Yeah, but the Junichi just left.
Yeah. Mr. Masuda has left and abandoned
He's
them.
gone, Tyrone. What will we do without our leader?
I don't know. Have a bunch of depressed Pokemon because goddamn, these Pokemon, I like them, but holy shit,
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
they're all sad.
Do you like him as much as the rival?
No, I love her. She's she's the best.
Nice. Now, here's the real question though I have to ask you guys.
What?
Taro or Saba?
Oh,
Who?
Professor.
the professors.
It's the woman, but I can't get the woman because of the color I'm going with.
Oh, you're going with Violet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. You don't have.
KG, which game are you getting?
I'm getting Scarlet. I was always going for Scarlet.
Okay, I'm getting Violet. I'm getting Violet.
I didn't even know about these. I was always going for Scarlet. I just like.
I was so sad when I saw it. I'm like, fuck.
Well, I'm probably gonna get both. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm gonna.
Oh,
be playing
dude, the
Violet.
double box art looks amazing. By the
Yeah,
way, I do like the premise of that one is like very past oriented and the other one's very future oriented.
When worlds collide. When worlds collide.
Someone on Twitter got really mad at that though. Somebody on Twitter got really mad at that. They
Why are the women back? Why are the women back in the Dark Age? Because you didn't cook me a fucking sandwich.
No,
bitch.
not that. But they're really mad at it because
cook me a sandwich though.
Jesus. They're really mad at it because they're like, so Game Freak is just closing off exclusive content to one game while it forces you to buy the other for the rest of the content. At least in the other one you could. I was like, at least in the other ones you could trade with other people, and the only difference was the Pokemon that were available.
Nah, I can't trade professors. Fuck you.
Yeah, you can't trade professors. And to me, I don't think that's a big issue. If anything, it makes the game. Black and White did that actually. Black and White. They're the same game, but they were
different gym leaders.
Yeah, they were based off parallels so much. Like, but Black and White did it to me.
You can't fight Iris in Black version. You can only fight Iris in White version.
Unless you get Black 2 and White 2, then you can.
Then you can, yeah.
Willy woo.
But yeah, that doesn't bug me. But a lot of people were really mad at that, and I think that's still some backlash from the whole Dexit thing. Whereas here now people are complaining that, Game Freak's forcing us to buy 2 games. You're not forced to buy 2 games. You just got to make a bigger choice this time.
Yeah, are you going to go for the sexy hot woman or are you going to go for the sexy hot man?
I respect them for sticking to their guns on that word. There's a reason to get 2 games now rather than just, this game doesn't have fucking Ekans in it.
My question is, how much of a change does it make? The raging bisexual in me is because of
the professors?
Yeah, I'm feeling feelings for both of them, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Because the male one, while he I'm not attracted to
the male one is the Giga Chad from the memes.
Yeah, they made him the Giga Chad, and I'm like, what the fuck? Or the investor, he's the investor in Bitcoins. Let's go.
And then I don't know if you guys ever seen that meme lately of Twitter where it's like talking about the bulky, strong, muscular women, and then it's like that, like from the bottom shot, and you see.
You mean like She-Hulk?
Yeah, and then like they straight up show
Amazon from Futurama,
and they drew Sada in that pose, and I had I saw that I was in tears because I was like, holy shit. Oh, actually no, there were 2 of them. There was that one, and then there was the other one where it's like cover up, you slut, and it's that dude who has like these bulky muscles that's shown in the camera.
Yeah, the big chest muscle.
Yeah, and then they drew it over, and they drew it with Turo in there. It was hilarious. So they had both memes played out for the professors.
We have reached an era now in Pokemon where pretty much memes will be slapped on anything in an instant now.
Oh yeah, but we should talk about the most important thing about this game.
What?
Venonet's in it.
Yes!
Venonat has not been in
a game for I'm so happy because Venomoth's my favorite bug type Pokemon.
I'm confused. When did that happen? Because I'm very confused by that statement when you said
Venonat's last official game where it made an appearance in was probably Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
It was Gold and Silver.
I didn't understand there was this weird Venonat love I knew nothing about.
It's because there was never any time
to show up. Because Venonat hasn't shown the fuck up.
I just didn't know you liked it that much.
Oh no, that's a lie. Venonat was in you can catch Venonat in X and Y, I believe.
No, but it's through the friend thingy.
Oh yeah, through the friend.
Well,
Yeah,
let's-
but it was
what
never
about
like
let-
part of the main world.
about
Yeah,
Let's Go?
Venonat hasn't been a part of the main story in since fucking shit,
Well,
Gold and Silver.
What about Let's Go?
Yeah, but
I
that's
mean,
still
well,
a Gen
but
1 game.
that's Let's Go.
That's the
just
region it's
Gen
from.
1, yeah.
High Prop says
fucking-
right there in the chat, it's absent in the regional deck since the Johto one.
Yeah, and also Venonat has the ability Tinted Lens, which is pretty fucking cool. And like I said, Venomoth's my favorite bug type Pokemon, but it hasn't been brought up in so long because Venomoth hasn't been a part of the official games in so damn long.
Regional
You had to get-
Venomoths, let's
yeah,
go.
yeah, right. You had to get Venomoth in like post game or some shit. You had to beat the game in order to get Venomoth.
Oh, that reminds me. I guess I should go check to see what Cerebi says is the current list of Mons confirmed.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I also Venonat's fucking huge. I want to point that out. Like you're walking through the grass, and I'm hoping they're taking a chapter from Legend Arceus and Let's Go where the Pokemon are size fit now.
They look like it.
Yeah, Venomoth's like walking through the forest next to the trainer. Fucking huge, terrifying actually.
Oh, wait, hold up. Their billboard signs I just realized. I see Quillfish, I see Wingull.
Well, yeah. Oh, Quillfish! You know what that means. My boy Overquill's gonna be up in this bitch. I hope so.
Possibly. Oh, okay. So the Mons that are confirmed to be in the game so far: the Meowth line, the Psyduck line, the Magneton line, Shelter's line, Gengar's line, Chansey, Pikachu. Oh, Ampharos. That's another one we need to bring
Yeah,
up.
we saw Flappy. We saw Flappy in the trailer.
Oh, Jumpluff's line.
I like Jumpluff.
So, here's the
Tyranitar's
thing.
line.
Oh, go on.
Oh, my bad. Tyranitar's line, Pelipper's line, Alteria's line, Sir Viper,
Which means Zangoose probably.
Salamence, Staraptor, Vespiquen, Drifloon, Lucario, Magnezone, Lilligant, Zoroark, Cryogonal, Talonflame, Florges, Klitzer, Toxapex, Lurantis, Serena, Dreadnought,
Oh,
Colossal,
we got quite a bit of Pokemon confirmed to come back.
and Stoneger. Stoneger.
Stonier?
I always forget how to pronounce it.
Oh, that's
Those are all-
Stone Edge Pokemon?
Yeah, Stonier. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are all the ones that are confirmed so far that they've seen in trailers or in some sort of footage.
Nice. So here's the thing I want to bring up before we continue any further. How many of you guys remember this particular name? But also in the chat, let me know, Team Scarlet or Team Violet? But okay, getting back to the question at hand. How many of you guys remember the name Larry, who I've brought up many times in past streams whenever we talk about?
Let's go, Larry the Lobster. No,
So Larry, if you recall, he's always been the one that gives us some informations about things that tend to not be revealed yet for the leaks and shit about the upcoming game, and wanted to share a little bit of deets if you guys are okay with that. Now, these aren't 100% confirmed, but these are the things that are being the most talked about. However, this is the same guy that also leaked out a lot of the information for Legends Arceus before the game had dropped, which then turned out to actually be pretty much correct.
right.
So that same leaker came back in question and started bringing out some information about what this game could be. The gimmicks are, of course, going to also be talked about here, and then about the regional forms, and most importantly, what's the inspiration for this game. So if you guys are comfortable with that, I could talk about it if you like, or if you guys want to talk a little bit more about the game before I then jump into the leaks.
You can go ahead and talk about it.
All right. What about you, Terrell? You're fine with that too?
Aaron already gave my consent. It's fine.
All right, so just making sure. Let's begin with some things real quick. Let's begin with the starter Pokemon. Quaxley, Fuecoco, and Sprigatito. So we got the starter evolutions leaked apparently for these designs. Are you guys ready for this one? The grass Pokemon, Sprigatito, is apparently going to evolve into a grass/dark Pokemon. And it's based to be inspired by Aztec swordsmen for this one.
Oh,
This
fuck.
bitch is gonna stand up. Fuck!
That does bum me out.
but is that a fighting type though? Oh, actually, that doesn't. Really
No,
matter.
it's
Sergi, no.
Incineroar.
Yeah.
JG, so you got to realize, obviously, there's two starters that we always have hopes for. The fire starter we hope isn't a fighting type. That's usually what we hope. And then for the quadruped Pokemon, we usually hope that it stays a quadruped for the most part.
And it never fucking happens.
And it never fucking happens.
Is that the final evolution or is that the middle
It
evolution?
says the starter Evos. So I don't know if that means like that's going to be what it evolves to next, or if that's going to be the final evolution.
The point is, it's more likely going to stand up.
It's going to stand up at some point. Yeah.
It'll probably be it'll be exactly like Incineroar. The middle stage will be a bigger cat, but the third stage will be like the full warrior.
Yeah.
Standing up. Yeah. Unless they go the Zacian route and have it with the sword in its teeth.
Oh, bro, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but then it looks redundant next to Zacian. Grass Dark, I don't think we've had before, right?
Yeah, we've had it. Nuzleaf and Shiftry.
In a while, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I actually forgot about those two completely.
Yeah, Nippleman and Big Boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard of him being. I've never heard of him being referred to as that. But all right.
He literally has nipples.
Yeah, I like Nuzleaf.
Oh yeah, he's showing. Okay, Larry's showing me an image of like how he could look like, and yeah, he's standing with sword in hand.
Yeah, I figured he was going. There's no way they were going to give him a sword and be like. That's also weird for him not to be like a fighting type based if he has swords.
Yeah, so he's a dark type, I guess, for that matter.
All right, go into the next ones.
All right, so Fuecoco's final evolution. It is going to be what many people predict: a fire/ghost. And apparently
a ghost pepper, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's gonna go by that. But however, apparently the inspiration behind this one is a Spanish culebra, which I believe that's how you pronounce it, which is a snake, I think.
Okay.
So it's going to be looking like a Spanish snake, I think, of some sort.
Nice.
So what? It loses limbs?
Probably it's gonna be something around the line of like that of a Snivy, I guess.
The problem with that design. That design has never been overtly interesting. Like
also,
I
hate so much of that design is because he actually still has hands.
Yeah,
they're just so small in the back.
No one ever acknowledges this as hands, so we don't like this. It's only been shown a couple of times that they're actually hands, but that one could work. Okay, what's the duck? What's
all right, so here's the big one. So I hope you guys like your fighting types because it's going to be a water/fighting. It's going to be a Don Quixote Knight.
Fuck.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh no, you know what? If they're still going with that whole premise of each one of them, of two males and a girl, that means more than likely the feminine one is the fire type again. God damn it! They've done that for like the last two gens.
Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, they're showing me the design of... Oh, shit, that looks amazing. Okay, so here's what it is for the Spanish one. Apparently, he's going to lose his legs, but he's going to keep his arms.
That looks horrifying. That actually sounds pretty horrifying. That kind of works.
Who?
The fire.
For the fire starter Pokemon, Fuecoco's final evolution. Apparently, he's going to get a serpent body, but he's going to keep his hands and claws, basically.
Is he going to look...
Okay.
Are they not going with the theme of one of them looking female, or are they gonna still make? Are they gonna make the grass one look feminine, and it's just gonna be like a female warrior?
Maybe the serpent bot is going to be designed like Mia from.
Yeah, I'm just saying because when you look, like, I'm just saying ever since Gen 6, Dale Fox was the feminine one, then it was Primarina, and technically Cinderace is the feminine one of Gen 8.
I mean, all of them, not all of them. Two of them could be considered feminine.
Who?
The other one, Inteleon. I've seen Inteleon.
Inteleon sort of rides the line of the metals.
No, I would say Inteleon is based off James Bond. I feel like that's not really.
It could be either one, but it's heavily guided towards male.
Whereas, like, Cinderace is probably...
Rillaboom is a dude. Like, that's just a straight-up dude.
Yeah, so Cinderace is probably the most feminine one. Although that one, I think, is the more gender-neutral version of it. Whereas, like, Primarina and Delphox were clearly female. Just based off their middle evolutions, you were like, oh, yeah, that's a girl. That's a fucking girl. Cinderace, you could go either way with.
Yeah.
Cinderace is the most feminine looking of his three ever. evolutions because reboot
What's up,
doesn't
Mr.
look,
Blackguards?
huh?
I was saying hi to the new person in the chat. Sorry.
Oh, but yeah, fucking. So if we keep with that theme, it would be nice if they went with the grass type because
Right,
they
right.
they usually don't make feminine looking grass types. Like the last ones we've gotten
Is
is a
Superior, which was I think the closest to it.
yeah, Snivy would have been
Yeah.
the closest to a feminine looking Mon. Then you got Chestnut, which is obviously male. Then you got Decidueye, which was obviously male.
Mm.
And then you got who am I missing? Oh, Rillaboom.
Which is definitely.
Which is a dude.
That one was painfully male.
'Cause
They've done
that's the alpha male.
so grass would be the next one on the list. So if we get a feminine Aztec warrior, I can kind of fuck with it.
Yeah.
Did he show you a picture of what the
Yeah, it's the
Quaxley?
one where he's standing on two legs and everything.
Can
As
you
a
share
sword in
those?
hand. He looks like a traditional swordsman from the old days.
Ah,
Can,
okay.
can you share those photos with us out of curiosity?
They're Digimon gifts. I don't know how that'll help with that. But
What? He showed you. He
no,
just
no, he's
showed you.
showing those gifts as a way to show you like how those designs.
The idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the idea
layout.
behind it, but they're not the design. So that's what I'm
Oh, he just picked
Yeah.
Digimon gifts that closely relate to
Yeah,
what.
yeah, but they will
that-
have those features that those Digimon have towards those
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Okay.
All right, so let's
Yeah.
continue on then. Why don't we? So apparently, the next big thing we're going to be talking about are the mascot legendaries. The one that caused a lot of controversy, and the other one that looks pretty badass all around.
Wait, I'm confused.
Oh,
What do you
yeah.
need to cause controversy?
It looks
The-
like a vibrator.
yeah,
What?
the futuristic one.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Am
if
I-
you leave it at a particular frame in the trailer, they have
Looks
a
like a
back shot
vibrator.
of that Pokemon.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, because of the way his rocket legs are designed, and his head is designed like just a straight line, it literally looks,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
like a vibrator.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I see.
Unfortunately, I am sorry to poison
Think-
everyone's mind by that, but that's
I
unfortunate.
think
The
it's-
You know what
controversy
makes me
happened.
sad is he's based off. He looks like he's based off like a rattlesnake almost.
I think it's funny that they're both like these little lizards, but they're the lizards with like the frills that show up on the neck. Because those lizards run, like, the way they run is funny, because they run on two legs really fast. So I really want to see the red one specifically run like that. I want to see it. It'll be funny.
It
But he has a weird-
Yu-Gi-Oh! 5.
But wait a minute, he has
Oh,
he
yeah,
has-
they're the dual riders from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5e.
but neither of them would run like that because the red one would just roll on his wheel, and the one in the futuristic one would fly on his jet rocket kneecaps.
I know they wouldn't do it. I'm saying they have the body to do it because they're based off the lizards that do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're based off the desert lizards that fucking run, and it looks hilarious because they run on
The
two
first
feet.
time we've had like normal looking creatures as legendaries.
These are the
No.
closest to it.
Yeah.
Well, hold up. Sun and Moon had the fucking lion and the bat.
That bat looked out of this world, which made sense because they were literally from a different dimension.
Yeah, I
And the
wouldn't say
Zamazenta are literally just dogs.
Okay, you got me in that one. Yeah,
that
Yeah,
one's
those are
bad.
doggies.
yeah good boys, we call them.
One shield dog and one sword dog.
The weird aggression behind Tyron's voice. Like, those are dogs. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Them damn doggies. Get them
Fucking
damn
damn
dogs.
doggies.
Get the hell out of here,
Gen 6 was
doggy
kind
dog.
of weird. Gen 6 had a wyvern and a deer.
That's just a weird.
What a weird mix of Pokemon.
Well, when we go back and look, let's look at what are Zekrom and Reshiram
They're
based
just
off
dragons.
of?
They're just dragons. Just
They're
fucking.
the yin and yang.
Yeah, they're yin and yang dragons. They're Taoism dragons.
And
Yeah.
then-
Which, by the
no-
way, I'm still hoping for that Legends black and
Oh,
white
where
game so
they're
we can
all-
find out about the one dragon.
The original one. I kind of like not knowing what the original dragon is. I like my imagination version of it better.
Yeah, but your imagination could be wrong, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it's wrong, but it's probably better than what they'll give us. What they'll give us is gonna be some mediocre.
You have no faith in them whatsoever.
Because it's happened before. People will make like fan theories of what certain Pokemon were or like lore behind it, and it always turns out better than what we get. It's always like that. Like someone made the fan theory where Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon are the ones that died to make Entei, Suicune, and Raikou.
Yeah, I
And
remember that.
they were like, it was unconfirmed. It's just some random unknown Pokemon that we'll never talk about. I'm like, oh, well, then why'd you let the fans make better lore?
Because this is a multi-million-dollar franchise. The fuck?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Ebo, I'll probably talk with you on that when we get further into this discussion, though, buddy.
And yeah, a lot of people are loving the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds references and memes
Dude,
because
did you see the one? Did you see the one about it was based by Akira?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That one is the sickest of them all. Cause he's not stopping with his wheels; he's stopping with his goddamn claws in the ground. That shit is dope as hell.
They made that one for him, for the red one. For the purple one, it literally shows the trainers like stopping on the motorcycle doing the Akira thing, and it's so fucking cool. I love that both of them got it too. And I love that people have already made the clarification they turn into motorcycles because they totally better fucking do.
Yeah, which I'll get more into details on that when we get to the legendaries.
They got motorcycle forms. Come on now.
I like that joke around so when he's like, by the way, Zekrom and Reshiram are based off the blue eyes and red eyes black dragons.
Yeah, they made it. But I will say, legendary wise, these look like the most Yu-Gi-Oh ass legendaries I've ever seen in my life.
They look like the 8-star cards that you have to summon.
Yeah,
really? I don't see that.
They do look like level 8 monsters. They do. I see it.
Like the one on the right is Cyber Dragon, most definitely.
Yeah, they definitely have Yu-Gi-Oh esque call outs. The only difference I think is that Yu-Gi-Oh, when it comes to their eyes and faces, a little bit different. They got Pokemon eyes and faces, but their body is Yu-Gi-Oh as fuck.
Yeah, but I like that though. Nice change of face.
It's different.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the interesting premise that like one is based in that the premise of these games are future and past.
Yeah. Oh, I love that too. I love that we're doing that.
So let's continue then.
Okay.
We got the mascot legendaries. The mascot legendaries have 5 forms that resemble vehicles that the player can ride through the entire region. And this is a big one. Apparently, space and time. I'm not sure what that statement's supposed to mean, but we'll probably...
Dog and Palkia are coming back? Sweet.
Well, we'll see what they're...
I'm kidding, by the way.
I'm not sure what the space and time mean. That's going to be interesting to see what the hell they're going to do. Maybe
what is it like it's like dash space and time.
Yeah, I haven't read through anything he said yet. I'm also learning about these as I'm reading them as well. So I'm just as blind as everyone else.
That you can ride them through space and time, maybe.
Yeah, probably. But like, why is that the gimmick? I guess we'll find out soon.
Because the premise, the red one is from the past and the purple one's from the future.
Yeah, it could be that certain Pokemon you can only meet in the future and some Mons you can only meet in the past.
So like Legends Arceus. So you'll probably find Wild Zeruas if you go to the past.
Yeah, I feel like this game is gonna low key tie in all the other games from the last gen or two.
Yeah, so let's take a look here. The gimmick is it's triple typing.
Oh, bet, fucking bet. That's what I fucking needed. I needed it.
Nah, the meta's gonna be broken.
Wait, it looks like this sentence about the triple typing got cut off though, Larry, if you're still listening.
Because
was that all that is, or is there still the stuff that you mentioned in the bottom?
What's gonna happen is we're gonna run into a specific 3 type that's gonna be unstoppable and everyone's gonna use it and it's gonna be so irritating.
Spiritomb, right?
Right, we're gonna run into the Spiritomb situation.
Yeah, but that was like one generation. And if the Pokemon isn't any good, it doesn't matter anyway. You could be 3 types and still be ass.
And I feel like it's also going to be a pain to develop because what if we run into it's so much to take into account. Oh, why does that do super effective? Because it's this type and it's this type. Oh wait, but it's this type, so that should have been normal damage. Why didn't it cancel out? What the fuck's going on? Like you see the problem here? Like. No, it's already hard enough to balance it.
Oh, here you go, Tyron. This fixes it. And actually, this is something we talked about in our previous discussion.
Yeah.
Here's what it says, because that statement was cut off. There was some parts of it that was missing in that sentence. So the gimmick is triple typing, where Pokemon apparently can equip 3 typings, which will give them access to certain moves or exclusive forms. All Pokemon can do it. So Pokemon will be equipping items, or typing items, I guess, that they will gain access. Wow, this is exactly what we mentioned in our previous discussion.
What the fuck?
Okay, I see what they did.
So it's like the Z crystal. It takes a slot.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, it takes an item slot. That's their countermeasure for it. But it's still gonna lead to some fucked situations, bro.
No, but it leads to more interesting strategies.
Game Freak can't even manage their own mechanics when they do it. There is so many moves even to this day that should be doing more damage than they should, but they forgot that a Pokemon is like 2 types, so it'll wind up doing like super effective when it should have just did normal. They can't even mention that with normal type. Like there's some moves where like
give me at least one example.
I gotta look for one now because it's very, you got a roster of over 900 Pokemon.
I'll remember, not all the Pokemon are going to be in this one. But the problem I think we had back then, Terrell, and Chat's even mentioning it too, this fixes the ice types potentially.
Yes, that's the fucking point. That's why I wanted something like that, because certain mons got hoed because of their own typing. Some mons needed the ability to switch their typing. The only thing I don't like, I have to see.
I need to see how long it stays, though.
How many forms did Game Freak add? That's my question.
It's just gonna be, everybody's on VGC using Incineroar. Oh, and it's part dark, water, and fire now. Ugh,
yeah, but Tyrone, I feel like you're looking at it at a baseline level.
I haven't seen that before.
Tyrone, isn't that still the same as like right now, where everybody's still using the same Pokemon regardless? So it doesn't really.
Yeah, but I was saying it's not like the meta isn't any better right now. You know,
exactly. Right? You're basing on something that's still ongoing even till now.
Because you complained about it the other night when everyone's using Regieleki like I always fucking do. Everyone's using Calyrex.
Now imagine Regieleki, but it's part fucking flying type, so it's immune to its only weakness, ground.
My question is this.
Irritating.
So here's my question: if they have to equip an item to get a different form, does that mean Game Freak made versions of them for each type they can equip?
We don't know. Right now, all it just simply says is that the Pokemon can equip 3 typings, which will give them access to certain moves or exclusive items.
It's also going to be hard to keep track of which Pokemon. Like, it's going to be hard to keep track of, do I have a water type? I think I do. Wasn't one of my Pokemon? Oh, no, he got knocked out. No, but I equipped this thing, so it's part water now, I think. I don't fucking... You see, it's going to cause like that.
Why do you make it sound so tougher than it really is, honestly?
Yeah, why are you... Yeah, well, it's almost like, fuck. It's going to make me have to change my strategies up. I don't fucking like that shit.
No,
like,
what?
It's like learning all the Pokemon moves. It eventually becomes adaptable.
The strategy. It's just going to cause like frustrating moments. I can feel it.
Yeah, but any new system is going to have that learning curves.
Yeah. I mean, Gigantamax was like that. Megas are like that.
You're like, fuck, man.
Dynamax was fine when Pokemon had a maximum of 2 types, because then you can 4 moves, 2 types. I can give 2 to get stab on one, 2 to get stab on the other. Makes sense to me. Or I can do coverage if I want to. This, and then stab was also a thing too, because stab, same type attack bonus. What happens now? Do you get stabbed for all 3?
I think what they're going to do to compensate this.
But there were mons that clearly should have gotten stabbed for certain moves, but they didn't because they weren't considered that type.
Also, here's my counterattack to it. No. Go on, throw.
Well, I got one thing, and then I'll let Kichi go. It doesn't say anything about changing its stats. Like whatever it's spread, whatever it if it still specializes in physical or special attack or special defense or normal defense, even if you change your type to ghost, if your defense is still shit, it's not going to make a difference. All it just means is I can now smack you with a dark move and kill you.
Because of the stab.
Yeah, the whole premise is that it just changes the level of strategy you have to put in. And God, I really hope there's a hard mode or the difficulty in general is just higher. Because that shit would be hard as fuck. I don't want this to be like fucking... Black and White, where they gave us rotation battles and only used it 2 or 3 times in the fucking game. Put it in the main story.
Now, here's one thing I want to do to counterattack this statement that I was trying to bring up before. I think this is going to be similar to Gigantamax, Z moves, and all that. Only one Pokemon is going to equip it, probably. Because why would they spread it out to all the Pokemon?
Yeah, I can live with that.
But the thing is, the opponent will not know which one you equipped it on. So that will be the mystery to their angle there.
Probably, yeah.
But what do you think, Terrell, on that? Do you think only
I
one
guess I
Pokemon
would
will
like
equip, or do you think maybe as the story progresses,
I
more
kind
Pokemon?
of
if I use a Pokemon as an example, let's see, we got Dedenne, right? Dedenne is fairy and electric.
I hope it's more than just one. It doesn't have
Yeah,
to be all six, but I would like it to be like at least 2 or 3 of them.
Oh, maybe like you start with one and then eventually you gain more. But here's
Yeah,
the thing,
like
like, for example, let's say you do this. If you equip the typing to one mon, that typing, there's only just one of those in existence in your slots. So if you use a fairy on a Pokemon and that has the fairy typing now, it sticks with that Pokemon until you take it out and give it to another. But you can't have two fairy stones being attached to two different separate mons, if that makes sense.
yeah, like a one item
One
use
item
per
per
Pokemon.
Pokemon kind of thing.
And my
Yeah,
question, I guess my thing is that certain mons have different forms based on their stones. It could be a generic thing where a normal stone just gives you access to a couple moves and shit.
Yeah,
And it
it
means
says
that
here
those
as
moves.
well. Three typings that'll give you certain moves or exclusive forms. So I guess
Oh,
if you
that could
play
be
the
the
so like,
game,
trade-off.
okay, we'll use your favorite Pokemon for example. What the hell can you give Heracross as its third type to make up for the bug fighting thing?
flying, no,
Yeah, but then that means it
Mm,
has a 4 times weakness to rock now.
I give it rock.
Yeah, but then that means he has a what is let's see, bug, rock, and fighting. Let's see. So that
There's
means
rock
nothing. There's
cancels
nothing.
out the fire. I think though.
rock will cancel out the fire. However, that does make him weak to water types and grass types now. That just happens.
Yeah, but the grass size won't matter because he's still part bug.
Because he's part bug.
He just gains a weakness to water.
Oh, he's gonna have a shit like he's gonna have a problem with his own typing fighting, ironically enough.
Well, no, I
Really?
mean, obviously,
Well, no
Yeah,
way. If you're
bug and
fighting
rock
and
are weak
he's
against
fighting, will
fighting.
that still work?
No, fighting's not resistant to fighting. They do normal damage to each
yeah,
other.
Ah, but now with this type disadvantage, it
Yeah,
has.
so Heracross is just gonna have a huge weakness against rock now.
Which well, to be fair,
you
that's
know
gonna make
what?
sense. All Pokemon are gonna have some weakness if you add in
Yeah,
more.
like that's the point. The strategy's still there because you don't just become invincible. Like eventually you'll be able to. What most people are gonna do is they're gonna find a mon with a certain ability and then try to string it with three
With the
types
types, yeah.
and see if that
Like
works.
Electros has levitate, so that means it's not even weak against its own weakness, which is ground. So
Yeah,
at
there are
that
some
point, you
mons that
just
already
tack
negate
on
their
another
weakness.
type. If anything, tacking on a new type to Electros gives it a new weakness.
Yeah,
Here's the
well,
thing. Yeah, it has
I would
potential.
I would make the argument they probably won't do it for a legendaries. It probably won't work on legendaries.
It says your all
Or
Pokemon can do it.
all Pokemon can do it.
I would love. I'm curious to see that for certain
Yeah, I
legendaries.
really am. I'm curious, especially for Arceus. Like, how is that gonna
And
also
my
play?
question is, does every Pokemon have a
I'm
variation
sure there's a
form?
type combination that, if put together, it means it has no weaknesses.
Repeat
I
that.
gotta figure out which one it'd be.
Repeat that question again, Terrell.
Uh, I
You something about
wonder.
Literally.
variations.
Oh yeah, I wonder which mon. Like, is it? I wonder if that might be part of the fun. You figure out which one of your mons has a form variation based off the stone. Like,
Yeah,
if
like,
you
you got to
don't,
play around with them.
yeah, you literally have to fuck about to see if you get the form because the
Yeah, we,
form might.
we we gotta hope that they don't fucking spoil it either.
And my question is, well, they're gonna spoil a couple. I already know that.
I
Yeah.
have something here, so I'll probably give you guys a heads up on that.
Well, go ahead, because yeah, we're already 2 hours in. I know you have a bunch of other stuff to mention.
Yeah.
No, don't worry, we're good. When it comes to Pokemon, I'll be fine with this stuff.
Yeah,
But let's get
like
to
I
it.
said, my biggest thing is just gonna be there's gonna be a type combination that makes it so the Pokemon has no weaknesses. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm sure it exists.
Mm-hmm. We'll find out when we get the games in our hands, I guess.
Yeah.
So let's continue on. Gimmick triple typing. We already discussed this. The Pokemon and regional forms are going to all be based on the past/future. Apparently, conflict revolves around a feuding family that has segregated the region. Now, regional Pokemon are apparently going to be a thing here, which will include a cyborg Tauros and a prehistoric Dunsparce evolution.
What?
Dunsparce is based off of what again?
Huh?
Like a dragon?
Is it?
Yeah, Dunsparce is a
The
dragon.
Dunsparce is like the what is it called? The shit, because I watched Yokai the other day. It was literally based off that Pokemon. Or Yokai. Oh shit. It's supposed to be something that represents luck.
Yeah.
The luck snake. I wish I could find it. Let me see if I can.
I know what you're talking about, but I forget what it's called too. I know what you're talking about. A cyborg Tauros
An-
evolution.
I believe.
Anoko, Yeah, let me see. Yeah, it's a Noko.
Based off
Tsuchinoko. Tsuchinoko.
Tsuchinoko.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it's based off of.
Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Tsuchinoko versus Capcom.
Yeah, but I think that's
Tsuchinoko.
what it's inspired by, the
That tells me
Tsuchinoko
that
line.
Tauros' evolution probably is like half steel. I wonder if it keeps its normal typing.
Well, I'm not sure because if you take a look at the trailer, if you see the boy, he has a shirt on him, and that shirt has a Tauros design on him, and he has
Yeah.
like 3 little things on his head.
Yeah.
So it's showing that this trainer has something relating to a Tauros.
Well, if Toro's got something, that means Milk Tank has to get something by default.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that
They're
officially.
they're a couple.
Are they?
Yeah, Milk Tank and Tauros are a couple. They're the Nido
Right.
King and Nido Queen.
Yeah, but they're not even introduced in the same gen.
Well, but that's because they took them a gin to stop and go, oh shit, that's right, bulls need cows.
Yeah, so
Then-
let's Cyborg Tauros. Well, we have to see if Miltanks are going to have any form of role.
Yeah, we don't even know if Miltanks are in the game, by the way.
I would like to think because of the region we're in, it would make sense. But then again, Blossom made sense in Alola, and that never showed up. So I don't know what the hell they're thinking.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no guarantee. Also, with if we're talking about past and future, what was the theme of Gen 2 again?
Origins.
Origins.
That kind of works. So
Because remember, all 3 of the starters were pure type. They didn't share a dual type.
And also evolution was a thing too.
Yeah, and baby Pokemon made their appearance in that.
And fucking.
So it wouldn't surprise me if we got a bunch of Gen 2 Mons reappearing, which is why you hearing things about Quillfish.
And
Hell,
also
that's-
why we're getting a Dunsparce evolution supposedly.
That might
It's
have been
probably the way to sneak in those fucking Legend Arceus Pokemon.
Yeah, because think about it. That's why we got a fucking Typhlosion variation.
Yeah.
So if you go if you equip Typhlosion with like a Ghost Stone, he
It
gets
just turns into,
he gets his Arceus variation.
Here
Yeah,
is one last thing apparently this leak has said as well. And I want to bring this up because I'm so confused by this statement, but it also intrigues me. The final thing he wrote is Chrono Trigger inspiration. I have no idea what that means.
No.
means you can go back in time or forward in time.
Oh no.
Oh, is that why they were talking about the snakes or the things riding on them and entire region?
Oh, that's right. That's
They're
right.
the epic. They're essentially the epic, if you know what that is.
You've never played Chrono Trigger, KG, so you don't know.
I've only seen Chrono
Yeah,
Trigger.
the
Chrono
epic.
Trigger's
The epic
Chrono-
is the ship that they fly.
Chrono Trigger's whole premise is traveling into different times to do certain things with the plot and helping certain characters. Now, I don't think, that could be why it's so simplistic with the characters now, because this is what life is currently. But like, that shit could easily change. Do you get older you can go to different time periods and get older versions of the characters. What the fuck? That's why you get different professors, because they take place at different times. What the fuck?
We just blew Terrell's mind.
Oh shit.
Wait,
It's
didn't
like-
we already kind of know that based off their outfits?
No. That could be just their design, but we never knew
Yeah.
how far they were gonna take that.
That's what it could be. Which version you pick is in which time period you start off in.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I figured that out from the legendaries. Yeah, but the Violet's legendary is clearly from the future. And then the Scarlet's is like the same thing, just, past version.
So
Oh,
one of them
so
is
it's
going
not-
to shoot you back, and the other one's gonna shoot you forward, basically.
Forward, yeah.
So the reason why the professor you start, that means you might meet both professors anyway.
Yeah, probably.
The premise is that which time period you start off in. Does that mean the region looks different based off of what? Oh, that's crazy.
Oh my god, what if the gimmick behind that is that the landscape is the same, but the weather condition is different, so what was a grassy plain now becomes a snowland or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they gave you that extra feature saying all 4 people can do adventures at the same time. Because no one's adventure will never be the same because of where you start. And if it's like Chrono Trigger, you'll just run into shit. You'll just run into different events. Like, cause sometimes you go from the present to like the slight past,
Yeah,
and then you
there's
go for,
gonna be probably items that you can't open unless you go to the past or future.
so you have to constantly remember where the fuck. That's crazy.
Yeah, and also,
That
actually, Larry mentions, and this is something too you could check as well yourself. The names of the legendary Pokemons technically have past and future in their names. For example, Miraidon, I only know this because of Mirai Connection, which was the opening for Sun
I
and
don't.
Moon. That stands for future connection. So Mirai Don, future Don. So that Pokemon is meant to be for the future. And of course, Koraidon is also the same thing as
Oh,
well
I don't.
about the past. So the gimmick of past and future is still even going towards the name designs of the
if
Pokemon
you
too.
all I need you to do is give me proper side quests where I have to help someone in a certain time period and then jump to another time period to make sure that quest completes itself, or I have to do two other things that trigger two other events that would then come and collide into a side quest where it's like, well, here's the reveal of this particular fan. That's what it is. So like, but fuck, that means when you're doing gyms.
Oh, is
Oh,
there four gyms in the past and four in the
Four
future, and
gems
they
in the
take up the
future.
place of the past?
yeah,
Yeah.
so like they're all the four same gyms at different times. So the
Times. Yeah.
first gym, the first two gyms is the same gym, but one's in the past and one's in the future. When someone takes over and it's crazy. My only problem is that means we'll never get like to interact with all eight gym leaders because they're all from different time periods.
Unless you play that exclusive version
Version. Yeah.
that focuses more
Well,
on those
well,
characters.
Well,
that
my
that's
question
heavily
is,
hoping and they make a third installment, which they
it's
won't.
kind of like what Sword and Shield did, except it's more tied in directly. Give an example.
Yeah.
Melanie and Gordy, they're mother and son, right?
Yeah.
It could be a situation where you fight using Melody and Gordy as the example. You
Mm.
fight Melody when she's pregnant in the past and younger, and you fight Gordy in the future because oh, that's the baby that she was pregnant with.
Yeah.
But if you go in the middle, you'll fight an older Melody and meet a young Gordy.
Yeah.
Like, because we don't know if it's just straight future time, past time. Is it fucking like you can go from like 1920 to 2022? Can I stop at 2000? Can I stop at 1996? Can I stop at 2010? Like, can I stop in between that shit? Or is it just those 3 points? Present.
Past and future.
Oh, so that means they
Yeah.
have three versions of the world. They had to be a past version, a present version, the future version.
Future.
So how do we know there's even eight gyms? There could be nine, realistically.
Also, now thinking about it, what if you can only access the future? If like let's say you play
Oh,
let's say you play Violet, you can only gain
Violet.
access to the future, but if you play Scarlet, you only gain access to the past.
So
What
you
if?
only so you only meet certain parts of the villain cast. Like you're working out the problem of their family,
Mm,
but you can only meet. But because you're stuck in the future, you can only interact with certain members. So you can interact with maybe the son or daughter of a villain of a character that you met in the present. So you're really only jumping. Each version lets you jump from the future, from the present to either the past or future. And once you unlock post game, then you can jump between all three. So you'll still get access to that content, but you
Just
won't get
not in the
access.
main
If you have
storyline.
what if you have the other game save data and that gives you exclusive content too?
I'm not giving Game Freak that much credit. I'm already scared. I'm already giving them
I
way
mean,
too much
hey,
credit.
they did it for the Let's Go and Pikachu and Eevee stuff with Sword and Shield. If you have the save file for them, you get Pikachu and
And
Eevee.
Diamond and Pearl as well. You get
Yeah,
Jirachi and Mew.
yeah. So you get some save data
So what you
content.
get? So essentially, the post game will be you beating the other legendary and getting the ability to travel to like the past or future, depending on which version you got.
I think what's
Yeah,
gonna be is that you won't catch that legendary, but that legendary will help you go to the past.
Oh, so
probably.
you still need the other version to catch
You
him.
need the other version
Yes.
to catch it, but you just cannot catch it in this particular
Sort
version.
of like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon did.
Oh, where you ride the other Pokemon that you don't own.
Yeah, yeah. There it is. Yeah,
Do you think they'll tie those games together?
That
'Cause
would make
realistically,
sense because it says here in the sentences
oh,
that he wrote that you will be traveling through space and time.
Hey, well,
there's
does that mean Ultra Space will be involved?
does that no no does that mean we can potentially meet younger versions of pre-existing characters.
Young
What I mean by that is,
Cynthia.
like, if you tie it in with, let's say, a Lola or fucking a Lola or like Sword and Shield, you can meet a young Nanu in his glory years and meet a older Sonya or some shit like that.
Dude, I just
Like,
thought about this. Can we finally go to see that the burnt tower before it was burnt?
oh fuck me!
Because we never got any regional designs for those three. And we did get
You can
designs
see
for the
Entei.
Kanto versions.
Yeah.
You can see Entei, Suicune, and Raiko's original looks.
Yeah, the only problem with that is that we're stretching outside of the region where this is going to be taking place.
Remember,
at
you're
that point.
traveling through space and time. In Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you go to different parts of the worlds and the different parts of the universes that
Yeah,
you
but
never
you were
gain
mostly
access
in
in
ultra
Alola.
space.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you go to, say, the area where Entei, Raikou, and
Yeah.
Suicune are, it's going to be in that burned tower. Like, you're going to go up the tower, but you only gain access to that part. You won't travel all the rest of Johto because you
Yeah,
can't
I
access
mean, yeah,
it.
that's high hopes at that point. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Because this
Yeah,
is a
that-
great way to, like, mess around with time. Because now, thanks to Legends Arceus in showcasing that there are variations towards the past, we can finally start playing around with some of the lore that has been established in Pokemon. Like, we
Yeah.
could finally maybe see the one dragon here if they wanted to, for all we know.
Yeah, again, like what
But
we're
that they'll save that for the remakes,
yeah,
honestly.
we're chugging really hard for essentially a Pokemon game that might stay in its own realm because Pokemon has great ideas, but unfortunately the fans think of better ideas than the Pokemon can execute.
Honestly, sometimes they can
Exactly.
deliver.
Remember the Ultra Space shit from Sun and Moon? People went ham thinking of theories for that, and they didn't capitalize on it at all.
No, they didn't. But
No.
that was also
Yeah.
the second version of the same game.
They
So
were like, "Oh, fallers! Does that mean we could go to different dimensions and go to?" Nope. That means that Annabelle will show up once. That's what that means.
And not even in the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon version.
Yeah. That's what that meant.
Also,
That
don't
was-
forget
that
the
was a
Rainbow
weird-
Rocket arc.
that was a weird point. But the difference here is that this is the premise of the game versus that one where it was just a secondary feature. Like that was the the wormholes were mentioned as like well, this is an expansion of the Sun and Moon. This is the main concept of the game. That's the difference. So this one has a higher probability of being
Right.
at least more fleshed out. I'll just say that.
You know,
I need to chill
I
out.
hope they
Jesus
do
Christ.
something interesting. I'm gonna be real. I hope Scarlet's the easy mode and Violet's the hard mode. Because
No, don't do that.
give me a second to explain that real quick. Because Violet, you're going to the future, right?
So everything's
So
stronger.
everybody's grown. So therefore,
Yeah.
the Pokemon's probably grown as well. But in the past, you're staying
If
with
they
their
want-
younger designs.
If they want to be clever, they could have it where the trainers you meet on the routes, you have to refight again if you go to the future or past,
Yeah.
and they change dramatically. So, for example, if you find a youngster Joey in the present and then go to the future, he's now an adult, I don't know, rich guy or whatever the fuck. And now his team, it's the same team, but they're either evolved or stronger or have their different types. But if you go in the past, you don't fight youngster Joey. You fight his mom. And it's like, what the fuck?
Now this is a big. For me, it is a big stretch.
Yeah, no,
What
it
if-
is because we still don't know much of the lore behind this game.
I haven't said it yet. This is a big stretch for me. What if I buy both games, right? And I play Violet first, and then I play Scarlet, and it goes off of my save data that I played Violet, and implements that, and that goes into what Terrell says. Oh, I fought everything in the future. Now I'm fighting its past version, but my past version is going to be stronger because it has save data from the Violet version already. Or vice versa.
So,
I
like what
played
they did
everything
with
in
Black to White 2, where you unlock
Yeah.
it for just having the save data
Yeah.
of the game.
Yeah, and then if I play Scarlet version and then I play Violet version, it recognizes the Scarlet data and goes, wait a minute. Okay, now you're fighting everything grown up and stronger now. Like it's implementing that time travel to make them both stronger in their own ways. In the past, you're fighting what it originally was, whereas in the future, you're fighting what it's going to be. So either way, you're fighting a stronger version of post game. So buying the other game is essentially the post game for whatever you got. That way you have a reason to buy both. The second game will just be post game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what the most interesting thing to me though is this could easily be the beginning of a new. The reason why the character designs look different than what we're used to.
Mm.
This is the alternate universe that Annabelle comes from.
Does Annabelle look that different?
Well, they're gonna have to redesign her because
Yeah. They're basing it off game. At that point, that's game and hardware shit. But I mean, I could see it. I could definitely see it. The thing about Fallers and the Ultra Space, they've always kept it very vague. And they do that on purpose so your imagination can sort of run wild. Or if they can't explain anything, they could just be like, the Ultra Space.
Wait a minute. Now thinking about it, hold on a second. I gotta take a look at this. The warriors, the ones who traveled through space and time, in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. What were their colors? Because what were they called again? Ultra Guardians or something like that? I think they were.
Yeah.
No, wait, that was anime actually. Oh man, I'm trying to remember what their names were. Shit. What were they called? Does anybody remember their names, chat? Because I want to look this up because I want to see what the hell they were. They're the ones that you meet when you fight against the legendary Pokemon in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Ah, shit, what was his name again? The Ultra Recon Squad. There we go.
Oh, that.
Oh, yeah.
That crew. I'm sure Game Freak's forgotten their existence.
Hold up a second. Yeah, they're literally... they're orange and purple. Their designs are orange and purple, too. Let me post this up here. Well, some of them are, but some of them aren't.
If they were to tie in that shit the way we're thinking, I'd be blown the fuck away. This game would be perfect just off the narrative.
I think that's my biggest thing with this game is like I think there is a potential for the narrative to be the core focus and not necessarily the travel, like the travel story segments, if that makes sense. Because like you'll be traveling through this whole world, you'll be doing all these amazing things, but there has to be something to back it up to give more emphasis on why you're doing all of this.
Yeah, of course.
So the recons, like, yeah, there's like I don't want to go too deep into it because now I'm starting to get into the theory sessions, but like this has potential. I think that's my favorite thing about it. This has so much potential. And even Squeed said in chat, the covers of Sun and Moon are also red and purple, so it probably means nothing to SV. Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't. But hell, if it involves space and time, I'm assuming the Ultra Beasts are going to have some involvement as well. They have to.
Kind of weird that it's space and time again when Dialga and Palkia literally just happened.
Yeah, but actually that would make more sense now.
Yeah, who's the real space and time? Does that mean Dialga's the final boss in this game?
Well, no, this could be the future variations of them.
But somebody's been asking in the chat, and honestly, I can't give you an answer to it. How will this time travel mechanic translate into the anime? Don't look at me on that one, buddy.
They won't do it.
They won't do it. Yeah.
They'll have it as a two-parter. There you go.
Yeah.
And then Ash will be stuck in the past, but he never realized it.
Also, no. Here's a better response. Fuck the anime.
Jesus Christ. But the anime episode comes out in a few hours, and Paul's coming back.
I don't give a fuck about that.
I think
I'll just wait for Tyrone's opinion, and then I'll be Gucci.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, Tyrone, you are literally the reviewer for that.
Also, did you guys see a lot of pictures of the professor from Pokemon Violet being compared to Solid Snake?
Oh, I was mostly seeing it towards the Giga Chad.
Yeah, it was Giga Chad, but they also put the Solid Snake where they gave him the eye patch and the cigarette.
I also love all those Poketubers who are like, I'm going to contact my lawyers tweets. Because everybody almost looks exactly like the professor.
Yeah. But it's crazy. I mean, like, I am potentially excited for what they got, and I'm glad that we didn't get anything new for real until like what we're in month 6 now.
Yeah,
and that means the game comes out in 5 months. I like this amount of information. This is kind of it. I kind of wish it just stayed like this for a bit until we actually get the game, because then we can be surprised by some shit and actually be like. Some shit would actually, like, be interesting now. This is enough to get the thoughts, the gears turning, but not enough to, like, reveal everything and run into that sun and moon situation where the whole game fucking gets spoiled.
So you want it to be like Sword and Shield, basically.
Yeah, and obviously there's gonna be leakers. There's gonna be fucking leakers.
I mean, we're talking about them leaks, no?
Yeah, it's KU's fault right now.
Yeah, but hopefully we'll be able to experience a lot of that. Because if not, then I don't want to wind up going into this game and I know half the roster already.
Now, here's one thing that's interesting, too.
We have not talked about the new Pokemon, by the way. We have not talked about Olive, Chonk, and fucking... Well, we talked about...
You mean Smoliv Garden,
I love that name! I love the name Smoliv. Fucking Smoliv!
It's a small olive, man.
Olive!
Yeah, we're going to talk about the rival, too. Don't worry.
Yeah,
but one last thing, though, before we do move on. Larry also says the box art resembles storybook designs if you look at them closely as well. They do look like storybooks. So maybe that will really do also play a role as well. Like the whole book theme. But we'll see more information about it as time passes on. These are not actual leaks, but more so rumors. So take most of these as a grain of salt. However, this is being said by the person who has leaked Arceus stuff in the past before and has kind of hit it most of the time. So if not all the time. So this is a we shall wait and see together. So with that being said, let's get into some of the final details of this game. For starters, as Terrell mentioned before, 4 players can travel the world together.
Streams are gonna be lit. Streams are gonna be fucking lit.
Wait a minute, I just realized when these games come out, we won't be in our houses.
Nope, we will not.
Oh,
imagine if the game is only accessible through local. That would be hilarious.
No, Pokemon wouldn't fuck up that bad now.
You don't know that.
Yeah, that's true.
But actually, that would make better sense that we're all here for that then.
Yeah. But that 4-player local, let's fucking...
No, but it is going to be online, I recall.
Wait a minute, how do we pre-order then? Oh, fuck, how do I pre-order?
Oh, easy. You just buy over here at Nintendo New York City.
Yeah, we're just going to do the same thing we did last... Well, oh yeah, you weren't there. We pre-ordered Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and we pre-ordered from the store and got it.
A day before it came out.
The day before it came out. All I did was just give TSS the money.
I don't trust TSS with money.
Okay. Well, if you don't do that, then all you can do is just have him place the order and then just pay it when you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, just get it at New York. That's how you solve that problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. Let's do it through Nintendo New York City because you do get freebies, posters. Keychains, all that good stuff that they have there.
I get some self-respect though. That's what I'm really needing, real quick.
No.
Damn it!
You gotta buy that.
You could also be like me and just buy everything digitally and physically at the same time.
Yeah,
I'm getting the bundle. I've already
that's what I'm saying. I'm buying the digital.
Kevin,
I got the bundle for Sword and Shield, which I still haven't played my Sword and Shield. But I have.
Kevin, you're rich. No, we can't do that.
I will say, I think the bundle did come with. I think the bundle came with Lavatar and Jagmo-O as
do that.
bonuses.
Don't tempt me like that. I don't want to take advantage of you like that.
No, but if I'm the one offering it, would that be?
He'll do it. Yeah.
Why?
He wants to. What the fuck do you mean?
I'm suspicious.
Think of it as an apology for the lack of the statue.
For keeping your fucking
I still have it with me. So think of it as an apology.
Oh no. The agreement is, and I need Tyrone and you to help. We're running in this man's house and taking that shit. I don't even care if I'm the one who gets it. The point is, it cannot sit in there any longer.
Oh no, I'm bringing it over there to you when you get it.
And we taking this dog too.
Also, I found this great fan art of how you pronounce his name, Palmy.
Oh, you mean the chunky little hamster?
Yeah.
Go look in general.
Okay.
Everybody's saying that Palmy's gonna evolve into Gorochu to make up for the fact that we lost.
Oh my god, there's a Dedenne there. Oh no, Palmy's gonna kill Dedenne.
I saw that. I fucking saw that.
That is beautiful. I love it. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I saw that. I fucking saw that shit.
I know it's based on a mouse, but it just reminds me of this adorable, like, small chinchilla bunny, and I fuck with it so hard.
You know what's one funny thing I'm noticing now looking at this trailer that I'm loving that they're promoting in these gas station Pokemon Center things?
Mm-hmm.
They're promoting a chancla.
Yeah.
They have
La Chancla.
La chancla. Please give me a chancla, man. I'm just asking.
You don't need it.
We don't need it, but the world would be happier with it.
KG, I hate that I looked above in general too, and it says we added sex to the game.
It's a message from the producer, man.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
All right, so yeah, let's get through some of the final mons. Palmy, I don't want to mess with it.
Adorable.
Lechonk,
Yeah,
Lechonk, Lechonk.
it's a piggy.
Dude, I'm so happy
Quack.
the piggies getting represented beautifully. I believe Ebo wanted to mention something regarding the piggies, so unless Ebo wants to bring something up regarding that, but Lechonk as is, he's my starter or she, depending on what form it gets or whatever it gets, but it's going to be my starter. Me and
Okay.
Lechonk are going to take the world by storm.
No,
And I'm
I'm
going to
gonna
be
Palmy.
happier with it.
I want Palmy.
And what about you, Tyrone? What about Smoliv? Is Smoliv yours?
I like Smoliv, but I'm getting Sprigatito, so that's 2 fucking grass types.
It's your fault. You should have picked your life choices better.
Yeah, man. You should have
I mean-
gone with the. Oh wait, no.
How you die? What?
I mean, if Daydene doesn't make it into this roster, then I may get Palmy.
Is
'Cause it's
Palmy even
orange.
fairy?
Because it's orange and yellow. It's just electric. It's just pure electric.
Oh, okay. Well, that would explain why the Denny's
Which
in
is
this fan art.
weird. It's so weird. Every generation we've been going through with Pikachu clones, they've been a second type at least. After Pachirisu, at least. Because after Pachirisu, we got Emolga, which was flying and electricity. Then we got Dedenne, electric and fairy. Then we got fucking Togedemaru, which was electric and steel. Then we got Morpeko, which was electric and dark.
What about Pachirisu? Pachirisu is electric and normal.
I said everyone after Pachirisu.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
Every-
thought you said to
every-
go tomorrow. That's why I
Yeah,
got
every
confused.
Pikachu clone after Pachirisu is a second type. Because Plus or Minun are just mono. And then Pichu is electric, and then there's Pikachu itself. So yeah, they started branching off into dual types after Gen 4. So I find it interesting that they went back to their roots and made it a pure electric type. But they say this one might evolve, and that might be the difference.
I'm fine with it evolving. They just need to be very careful not to fuck this up.
It's gonna
If they
just be Palmy, but just bigger.
If they fuck this up, it's someone's head. If this is another Bunnelby situation, I swear to God. Because Bunnelby was fine, and then they
Digger's
fucked
beat
it up.
up. Hey, Diggerby's a hard fucking hitter in competitive. The problem is
He
that it's
ugly as fuck,
design.
that's the problem.
Yeah, it looks like a construction worker. That's the whole premise.
The design's the problem, but the thing hits like a fucking truck. God
It's not
damn
even
it.
a bad design. It just seems like a left field design.
Yeah, it doesn't match with what it came from.
You forgot where you came from, boy.
Oh wow, people just realized Pikachu clones don't evolve. Yeah.
Nah, none of them do.
Yeah,
None of
Pikachu
them
clones
do.
don't evolve, except
only,
for
only a
Pichu.
couple of them are just like genuinely good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Pachirisu.
they
is
didn't, and Pachirisu are good.
Wait, how the hell is Pachirisu good? I would
Have you
said-
forgotten
won
about the legendary
2014.
PWC?
Yeah, it won 2014's internationals.
Yeah. It beat a
Yeah, but-
Garchomp and a Tyranitar, no?
Yeah, it
First
won
off,
that.
First off, that was a Tyrone stubbornness move. That's what that was.
What?
Someone went out of their way to prove a point that they could do.
Someone who
it.
doesn't fucking know who I am.
Well, no, I say the stubborn because you were the most stubborn in our group. So I always say anytime someone's being
I
stubborn,
like
I'm
to
like,
chalk it up as skill. They were just really good at the game.
well, no, that is too. But
Yeah.
that's why I said it's a stubbornness move.
Yeah, I
They didn't
respect the
have-
shit out of it.
They don't have to do it. They did it because they wanted to prove a point that you could do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
something you would do, Tyrone. That's why you would do that with the Dene actually.
Their DNA's actually pretty decent and competitive.
Yeah, but you would do it even if it wasn't.
Yeah.
Because
What else we got left? No, that's it, really. Oh, the
I
rival.
think that's it. Oh yeah, her. Some people are saying that Bracer's supposed to be like to support her arm because she can't throw a Pokeball properly or some
Oh,
shit.
I thought it was a prosthetic arm or whatever it's called.
Well, no, it can't be prosthetic. It's aesthetic because we still see her fingers
No,
through the
that's all I
glove.
was saying. I was thinking originally at first, but when up close, it doesn't.
She's a cyborg. Let's go.
Which would fit with the future gimmick, no?
Yeah.
the way, like in the future, she gets her arm cut off by something.
No. That she's from the future. In the past, she had an arm.
I don't know if Pokemon's willing to do that.
No, in the past, she doesn't have one because technology wasn't advanced yet to give her a prosthetic arm.
They gave
No,
Wally.
in the past, her arm is just normal.
They gave Wally asthma, so I think.
I don't think
They
He's
never
like
give
me
Wally
for
asthma.
real.
was that confirmed to be asthma though?
Well, they play around with it and get vague. They say he couldn't breathe as well as the air is cleaner in this area, so he has to stay here. It's super vague. He has asthma. The kid has fucking asthma.
Oh, you can't just decide a man has asthma. That's fucked.
And in the manga, they take it a step further and they have like a like he found a way to build a breathing apparatus by it.
Oh, I'm sorry to slap
I've
that.
come to battle you. Yeah.
He had asthma. Now he's a fucking chain smoker.
That's hilarious though. Let's go, Gardevoir.
Hey, look, there are Flabébés here. I just realized they're so tiny.
Yeah, they're really tiny. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The game might be scaling the Pokemon to appropriate size, which is good. I'm glad they did that.
Here's my thing: if Lechonk evolves, you want a Warthog?
I want it to be like that pig from Family Guy, where it's just fist for hands and he just
Oink.
punches the shit out of people.
Oink. Yeah, the pig with
Oink.
that was on steroids.
Yeah,
Oink.
exactly. Oink. And just
I like the joke of him evolving, and then immediately Kevin's reaction is, "Oh no, he's hot."
Oh no, he's not.
We're gonna get that one. We're gonna get those couple months where you're like, "Bitch, you don't have no reason to look like this."
Oh no, he's Chonk.
It's kind of like how.
Oh,
That's small of
Lechonk.
turning.
Please.
It's small of turning into a bad bitch.
It's kind of like how Bounce would evolve, and people are like, "What the fuck is that?" Well, that's
Actually,
Serena. No, I ain't Serena. That's a dominatrix, bitch. How dare you?
no, I was gonna say as well.
No.
If you noticed, the little babies always plant Pokemon. They always evolve into something super female like.
Yeah, super sexual.
So
yeah.
Badoo, Roserade,
Lily, Petalil to Lilligant.
mhm,
Yeah.
so
Well,
on
even
and so
Gossip
forth.
Bird.
But we have Smoliv now.
What are you saying? Oddish to Blossom isn't sexy.
That one's it's sexy. It's just
Okay.
cute.
It is feminine. It is feminine.
it's feminine, but it's not sexy.
I
What's
mean,
sexy?
Hula
What's
Dance
sexy?
is pretty hot.
What's sexy is an independent woman fighting for her right of equal rights and going up there and doing what she wants to do.
Sure, whatever she thinks. Now,
Oh look, they're cute little Applin stickers here.
Applin stickers.
I see Applin stickers, Hatterene stickers, and a Drifloon sticker there.
I actually like the premise there, like the certain mons when they stink because of the fucked up reasons in their dex entries. So
Yeah.
you can't catch Appletoon in the future because they ate them all.
yeah. This
Shit, I'm
Pokemon
sorry,
died.
Applin.
This
But
Pokemon
it-
died because it was fucking stupid.
But it gave Lechonk a new form because he gained too much weight from eating all the Appletoon. He became part dragon.
So it's like the Shelter situation with Slowpoke.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
God, I love that the Lechonk statement is that he's not actually fat. He's just all muscle. That's all muscle he has.
He's gonna be a fighting boar.
Yeah, I hope so.
I like that Goggles posted. He said the Pokemon Scarlet anime looks real good, and it shows Yusei playing a card on the fucking motorcycle.
I'm just saying, man. I can't wait for Ash to ride one of these bad boys up in here and have
Rev
a
it
5D
up!
duel.
I hate that line. It's so goddamn.
Yeah, Ebo,
much.
you can bring up the Lechonk thingy if you want to. Also, Larry meant more statements. Yeah, electric fighting, in my opinion. Oh, okay.
For who?
Yeah.
I think that's
Palmy.
Palmy.
Yeah.
No, because that means he has to get up, and I don't want him to get up.
Are there any four-legged creatures who are fighting? Lechonk is about to evolve into Lechicharron. No!
I guess the Swords of Justice would be four-legged fighting types.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else?
Wait,
Uh,
Zacian is Steel Fairy.
Oh, shit, what? Rumor has it that Lechonk might evolve into a feminine Pokemon.
I knew, and what did
What?
I say? What did I say a minute ago? I said he's gonna
What?
evolve, and Kevin was gonna be like, "Oh no, he's hot."
It says
she-
here, he has warned people that to prepare their mascara and lipstick for this Pokemon. What?
I can see it because look under its eyes now.
However, Lechonk is not the waifumon.
Yeah, look under its eyes now. It
Wait,
already looks like it has those little
Who is the wife of mine? Is my question. That's what I want to know.
Smoliv.
Smoliv.
It's Smoliv.
The
That
nuts have
Smoliv
been
is going to
busted.
become into a.
Yeah, because remember, grass types evolve into bad bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Serena's like only half a bad bitch.
Yeah, you got
Yeah, the other half
Sarina,
is being crushed by her goddamn feet, bro.
you got Petalil, which was cute as fuck for no reason.
I just want to look up and be like, welcome to Nut Busters as we search to see how we can bust a nut in this particular franchise.
Here,
While
let's
searching,
start. Let me Gigantamax my Serena here, and you stomp, but on me.
Does
There
that
you
mean
go.
we'll be able to access both Lilligans? By the way, the
I don't
fucking
even, I don't,
the
I don't even
fighting
like,
one and the regular one.
I don't even like the new one, honestly. Or the
Really?
old
Which one's the new one? The
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 new
one
one's
with
the
the
dancing
Arceus,
cool
one.
pants?
Arceus, the
Yeah, the one,
Arceus, the Arceus one.
the dancing one.
It seems like
Oh,
a
I hate
stripped
that
down
one.
version.
Yeah, I like the original one a little bit more.
It's
I
because you
do
don't
too.
see the body. It's all
But she's
hidden by
cute.
the dress.
Yeah,
Some
she's cute.
people,
She's
some
got like a
people,
giant fucking flower
some
on her
people,
head. She's got like this dress.
some people just like the mystique.
Mm-hmm. You don't always need the answers. You always just sometimes
Oh,
need to
I
have a
get that.
little
Oh,
mystery
you
in your
know
life.
what? You're right because the hooves are pink for Lechonk. It could have simply be. It's not that he's a waifu. It's not that Lechonk turns into a waifu mon. It just turns into like a more attractive pig.
What?
I don't
What are you
know.
talking about?
The pig, Lechonk, it's gonna evolve
No,
into a
no.
sexy as hell boar, bro.
And then
Its
it's gonna bore
mascara is
me
on
to
fleek,
death.
bro.
Wow.
All right, I think we're tired.
I
This
think
Yeah.
so
game.
too. We're past the 12:30 mark.
Yeah, we gotta call
Also,
this
I'm
one now.
surprised this trailer showed off critical capture as well. Now looking at it, that is so weird, but okay.
You don't
Yeah.
give a
Oh,
fuck. You
the Pokeballs in this game look really good for some reason. They're super like vibrant and shiny, and like it looks like I can just hold it from the game. It looks really good. I'm legitimately impressed at the graphics of that Pokeball.
Last question then. What do you think of the designs of the game? Like the art style for these characters?
I think I'm starting to get used to how the
I'm
characters are
indifferent
looking
to it right
now.
now.
But
I'm
I was like
indifferent.
Terrell was at the very beginning, where like they looked.
I'm
I
not in love with it. I'll say that.
Yeah, I can see why too. I don't know. I miss the Ken Sugimori like anime style, whereas here everybody looks sometimes a little too real. Like
I
kind of
think the
creepy
issue is that
out.
the clothes. It just sucks for starting clothes.
Yeah,
Oh,
because the
that
other,
yeah, those
because the
outfits are
main characters
trash.
are the main characters are fine, but
I'm
like,
so glad you'll be able to change clothes because Jesus Christ,
They got a lot of hairstyle options in this game too
they
now
do.
for this
I'm
trailer.
legitimately
yeah,
impressed.
I want to get a fade and then catch these fade.
Are you gonna
Okay,
give your Sprigatito a fade as well?
No,
let's go.
no, that bitch is
Sprigatito
gonna be
out here
looking.
with that
That
fade,
bitch, I'm
weed
giving that bitch
fade,
a
bro.
perm. I'm giving her a perm.
A
Oh,
perm.
Yeah, a perm
Nice.
or a perm.
prrrm,
All right, don't dare you. Don't you roll your R at me, buddy. It's a hard R.
prrrm.
It's a hard R.
Uh,
Relax.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
You're going to jail. You fuck.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna
No,
go.
you ain't.
No,
Oh,
no,
you
you're
are
right.
sorry. I'm gonna make you even more sorry in a minute, bitch.
Hold on, I'm out of here. All right. sorry, Prince.
I'm not gonna stand for this. You were sitting down. Fuck.
I ain't gonna sit through this bullshit. There you
All right,
go.
fine. I ain't sitting for shit. What is now? We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Okay, we're fine.
We're good.
You know
Standing
what?
up now. Y'all can't see, but the chat can see.
I'm just imagining it, and now I'm scared.
I'm intimidating you
Yeah,
with
I'm
my.
intimidated by my own imagination of
Yeah,
you
I
being a.
actually, when we had the conversation about the grass types, I went back to look at like two of the grass types, and I was thinking to myself, why do the grass types be going to slaying this hard for no fucking reason? Look at these things.
Because they get bitches. I mean, they are bitches. Fuck. Never mind. Damn it, I messed that up.
Good job, Terrell.
No, leave me the fuck alone. My mother's a
Grass
doctor.
types are just that great, bro. They produce aroma. That's really it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was.
Ken Sugimori, we need to talk. Ken, why you drawing these grass types like this? What?
I know. Have you ever seen Sunflora? She can get it, dog. It's
He
crazy.
was like, what's the grass type look like?
Put your chest. Put your chest away.
And then Junichi Monster's like, slow down. It's just it's a pea pod. I have to draw it. And then we get this. We get the fucking sexy fucking Pokemon for no reason.
You know what's my favorite thing so far about these past discussions all day today?
What?
No one has complained about a goddamn tree, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do look
I'm sure
bad.
somebody's gonna zoom in and go, "Is Pokemon fucking ruined forever because of this grass that looks weird?"
Mm-hmm.
It does look weird.
But anyway, let's go call it a wrap before we start staying super, super late.
Yeah.
Yeah, people. I mean, work is still tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although I'm gonna have a couple of days off soon, so that's gonna be great.
Congratulations, fuck
Thank you.
you.
I'm gonna finally have a day off on Sunday and Monday. So
Good job.
now I'm gonna do the 12-hour stream. No, I'm just kidding.
You're not.
Do it. Fucking do it.
Hell no! I want to live.
Ah, good point. Good point.
Wow, that's.
I don't recommend it to anybody, honestly.
What about?
I mean,
What
I
about
would-
the children?
I would definitely do it again, but I don't recommend it at the same time.
Yeah. You know what? I'll have the stream open for 12 hours, but I won't do anything. You'll just have the camera on, and that's it for 12 hours.
I would recommend that.
See, when people say shit like that, that's how I know you spend too much time on the internet. Get your weird ass off the internet.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Out now. Sleep stream. There you go. Terrell, we could finally do that shit you wanted.
I almost passed out during Tyrone's stream.
That's true, he did. Richie
Weren't you
did
streaming there too, though?
He was, and then he stopped for a while.
Yeah, I like lay down for a second. Went, oh fuck, touch some trees. LOL.
That's some trees.
Oh man. But yeah, sincerely to everybody, thank you guys so much for tuning in for tonight's shenanigans. Thank you to our buddy Larry who came back again. Much appreciated. Welcome back, buddy.
Hey.
Larry out here bringing the leaks. As always, to Ebo as well for giving us leaks in regards to Lechonk, and we have to be prepared, I guess, as well for that. And yeah, I hope this gives people an idea for what maybe we can expect. Once again, these are just simply rumors and speculations. There is no 100% guaranteed in regards to what is going to come to this game. Yeah. But given accuracies that have came out regarding Arceus and all that, maybe this isn't that far off from what we're hearing. The parts about the ultra wormholes and all that shit, though, that's definitely out there. But like,
no, also, side note, you know what else makes me agree with that Lechonk evolution thing? The first Lechonk you meet in the trailer is female.
Oh,
wow! I didn't even think of it like that.
I didn't think about that either.
Yeah, go back and look it up, guys, in the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna check right now. I'm too busy looking at Palmy being a threat.
Alright, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh no, that tree over there in the background looks horrible. Never mind.
Oh yeah, the trees look rough.
Mm-hmm.
But people were just excited about other things.
Yeah, man, we could finally focus on not trees, bro.
Mm.
Oh, Flaffy's here. I just realized that. That means Ampharos is
in this. I said that a while ago.
We almost what? Did I miss something?
Sorry, I think it's because we've been talking so far into the rumors. I think I completely forgot certain things we talked about.
It's time to go to sleep, Kevin.
All right, but let me just say hi to Lechonk one more time. There he is. I mean, shit, you're right. It is a whammon. So.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a waifu.
Waifu incoming. Pig hot. Let's go.
All right. Well, bye, guys.
Hold on. Don't go just yet, Tyrone.
What are we doing? Why are we prolonging this?
Because we gotta wait for somebody to say to wash your goddamn hands.
I thought. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for support. We appreciate it. Life's a gameplay to win. And wash your motherfucking hands.
Or was there something else we were supposed to do before we go and wrap up, or was that it?
Oh,
tomorrow. What we're doing tomorrow.
Tomorrow is KG's reaction stream. TSS is still gone from the country, so fuck him.
Yeah.
And I gotta sneak in some Nier Automata shit.
Nier Automatos.
Oh yeah, you didn't do that yesterday, did you?
Nah, you was playing Unite.
Because I was playing Unite.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna play Nier on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tyrone and TSS, no, Tyrone and KG stream tomorrow. Is that the same time, or are you doing it earlier?
I don't have a designated time of when I'm gonna do mine.
Follow his Twitter.com for more details.
Yeah, I rarely stream on Fridays, so I don't have.
Just follow it in the evening.
Yeah, I'll just announce it.
It'll be in the evening at the work.
Yeah.
Praise Yamato, and I think we're out this bitch, right?
Yes.
Yep. All right.
I don't have anything else to add to the conversation, so I'm good.
All right.
All right then. Life's a gameplay to win. Thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you all next time. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Praise Lechonk.
Praise Yamato.
And Yamato, please, dear God.
Small